Hello and welcome back to CrestVahllen D&D The Argent Flame. This will be episode 22, Through the Silvery Flame. Without further ado, let's get into a recap of the previous episode. The endless throngs of Grimlocks continue to peel off the walls, responding to the sound of the battle in progress. One of the brain dogs blasts Log with a psionic siphon, stunning him into a permanent catatonic state, while the rest of the party do their best to fend off the horde. Argus immolates the pile of brainless bodies that the brain dogs seem to be coming from, while the Sky Lounge is summoned. The party splits, and distractions are made in an attempt to prevent alerting the remaining walls of Grimlocks. Now, let's get back to the action. Welcome back to CrestVahllen.
Hello, and welcome back to CrestVahllen D&D. I'm your not-so-humble Dungeon Master, TJ, and last we left off, some not-so-subtle sneakiness happened trying to get away from these Grimlocks in this cavern here. We're left with Trisheni, we're left with Trisheni, Argus, and Cole up in the rope trick, the Sky Lounge, as it were. Log down, being able to be seen from the open hole of the Sky Lounge, drooling on himself, while Sofka and Zemdak flee in the direction in which we came, splitting the party in threes. Zemdak and Sofka, as you run, I can't see Theo. As you run that way, you do eventually come upon Conk with the fellow Tokrind individual in their arms. It's Naslin. And you see Naslin with a coin in his hand.
I was running that way?
You see Naslin with a coin in his hand, about to put it in the slot. Yeah. Hands you the gold coin.
If I get up to him, did you not hear the bell?
She's chewing on some jerky. Yeah, well, I heard something.
The creatures up there ate their brains. Now let's go.
They were such good. Oh,
I
lost so much money.
Shut up. So much money. As quiet as you can. Unless you want your brain sucked out of your head. I don't know if this microphone's picking us up whispering, but we told him to shut up. I'm sorry. They're burned up. Cremated. Doesn't sound fine to me. It was the only option we had at the moment. We need to wait here for about an hour, and our friends should catch back up to us. I'm guessing it'll take them a little while to recuperate, but they could be here earlier. Should we just leave then? No. Your friends are probably dead. No, they're fine. Sure. We chase the rest of the Grimlocks away. We're just good for you. I think they're not under attack anymore, so we should be able to just rest. Already dead when we got in there. The creatures in there literally consumed their brains. Oh, they had things on them that you need. Yes. And they're not in the wagon on their persons.
I don't care. Let's go.
They die.
You keep an eye on him. I'll sneak back in there.
Can you keep an eye on him?
Sure, I'll keep an eye on him. You sneak back in there.
Here's the deal. As long as they were alive, they would keep the prized possession, and they would give it up.
Sure.
And so
Now they have forfeited it. It's your turn. Yes, understood. Yes.
they're dead, but like that's really expensive.
Is there specifics, or is it just something on their bodies? It's not coinage, it's specific items.
A bracelet and a ball.
So just those two are the important ones.
The other was just like some sort of doll that's probably gone now. So more so
If it was flammable, it's gone.
the other two were
See if you can find those quietly. I'll keep an eye on it.
Okay, I sneak away, pass without a trace on myself.
Okay, you got it.
And I just like
staying in
starfish on the ground.
in half elven form.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll stealth check.
I'm really rolling bad. That's a 12.
Plus 10.
No.
Yeah.
Plus stealth.
Plus stealth, so that's a 17.
17.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. Yep, it's okay.
Dear God.
It's okay. It's great.
Okay. Natural 1 on perception.
Amazing.
You sneak in. You walk by Log, who's just. His eyes are open, but his eyes are like Billie Eilish eyes. Eye is like Billie Eilish.
Oh, no.
He doesn't even have an eye patch.
He's
yet,
still
so
drooling.
it's just.
He's got a bandage across it. I've got a rich piece of tent.
Right.
There's a guinea pig in his mouth.
Soaking
and
up the
there's-
drool.
Soaking up the drool, and it's now saturated. So
Oh, buddy.
Buddy.
Soggy guinea pig.
Yeah.
and you're headed over to the charred remains of the piles of bodies that did have their skulls
Yeah.
missing, or are you going to check in with your companions?
I'll go over to the charred body just to check,
Okay.
and then I'll go.
Maybe like signals are still coming out of you.
Okay. Go ahead and do me a favor and roll a investigation check.
Amazing. I'm so good at this. 14.
14, not bad. Here's the deal. You're going to have to sift through quite a bit of charred and burnt remains. Like they weren't just
Cremated
turned
ashes.
entirely into ash, but like there's like some sticky, gnarly bits too.
I'm not opposed to sticking around a bit.
Yeah, I mean you're used to trash.
Barbecue. It's like pulled pork. You're like,
I'm okay with that.
I'm thinking more like roast chicken because it's all fried, or burnt chicken.
I mean, human meat is like pork. So
I know, but
I had a 4th grade teacher who told me that, and I was like, "That's neat." His name was Carl.
there's a
He's a really
reason
nice
that,
guy.
you know, there's a reason the Mythbusters use pork a lot. There,
closest to.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
not like it's not exactly pork, but it's closest to.
Anyway,
Yeah.
There was a guy who got a whole pig heart recently,
I said.
well,
and he
he
survived. He survived for like a couple of months.
yeah,
with a pig
until his
heart.
body rejected it, he died.
This is what we're doing now. Welcome to the.
So you can have parts of your heart as pig replacements, but you can't have a whole heart
Not a.
with
I wish Log was awake to hear you say this right now, because I could totally see him being like, I can have a heart. I just see it.
Anyways,
Anyway,
Welcome back to the game, everybody.
sifting through the whole hog, burnt debris,
Yes.
okay.
partially cremated
What do I see?
remains.
Do I
You
see?
see, you pry up parts. Please also roll stealth check for me while you're doing this.
Still look fast without a trace.
It was a journey.
That was a journey.
Was
So that is 28.
28. Amazing. You find a couple things. You find this bracelet that appears to be extremely charred, but as you reach for it and pull it free, the wrist just snaps off, all charred. And the bracelet appears to be... It's as sturdy as metal, but looks charred and really brittle. But you pick it up and you grab it and it doesn't fall apart. It's very sturdy. But it's weird. It looks like a piece of charred wood that has formed a bracelet that looks like it should be super, super brittle, but it's not.
Interesting.
You also find in the chest cavity of one of the individuals, possibly in a bag that was on their person that then burned and then fell into the chest cavity, a copper ball. It's just slightly larger than a ball bearing.
Nice.
That's all you find.
Okay. Cool. I put them in my pockets, and then I sneakily walk over to the rope trick and just kind of wave.
You got it.
We didn't pull the rope up.
Did you pull the rope up?
I did not pull the rope.
Nobody.
Oh, okay. Then
Nobody said they.
But
pulled.
we're also just being super quiet in there, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't think sound comes out of it, does it?
If the rope's up.
If the rope's up, if it's not.
Otherwise, it's just like a window.
Yeah.
Okay. If the rope's not up,
Mhm.
I'll climb up it.
Okay.
Okay. You climb up the rope. Soft cut appears.
I'll pull the rope up just for a bit because it's not if I put the rope back down, it doesn't disappear. It's just for the hour.
No.
So, okay,
I'm like
we're fine now.
Laid out
are
like
you guys-
starfish style in the middle of the hallway,
Nice.
right in front of Conk.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
We found the dude who I hate.
Right.
And he was just being an idiot, as he usually is.
Right.
I've only known him for an hour. I hate him. Anyway,
Right.
so we should probably get going.
Okay.
So we should just sneak our way out.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to wait the rest of the hour?
Oh, I
or
also
no?
have Pass Without a Trace.
Oh.
Yeah, but you cast it, so it doesn't apply to us.
No.
I thought it
He
was,
can add people.
I can add
after
people.
that.
I actually did look that up. You can add people.
You have to stay within
you
30
have to
feet of
be
him.
within 30.
Yeah. Sure. I
Yeah,
mean,
let's.
You wanna
we can cut.
bounce?
Yeah, we can cut out up here. It was
How
just
are
a
we gonna
legacy.
get log out of here?
That's the
we
question.
tie like a rope to his wrist and drag him along and see if he
Will
follows.
he fall?
Can he
I don't
know
think.
how to walk?
I feel like
I
if
don't know. I've never met somebody who's that far gone before.
He seems, yeah.
Well, actually, with my medicine, would I know that?
Have you ever spent any time in a sanatorium?
Probably not. No.
So
Just-
probably not.
That's why
Have
I'm
you
not
ever
gonna-
encountered a brain dead individual?
What are, could you turn into one of those big creatures again and maybe throw him on? We can throw him on his back, on your back,
sure.
I can try to.
right? Or you could carry him if you were one of those bigger monkeys or something. You know?
I can only turn into a little monkey.
Okay.
Big monkey.
Okay.
Big monkey's kind of hard. So I bet I could just turn into a horse or something.
Okay.
How are we gonna get him up onto you?
I could turn into.
I have tried to lift him before. He's fucking heavy.
I know. Maybe I think the three of us we might be able to do it.
Yeah, you
right?
just have to kind of flop him over me, and I walk carefully.
Sounds
Can you-
very quiet.
Okay, so here's an idea. Can you lay down and then we kind of push him over on top of you and then you turn into the horse?
Or I could just turn into a big old lion who can lay down.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice.
Right.
I'm sorry.
I'm short resting if at all possible.
sure.
So,
You just you just
flopped
hear-
out. Just-
you hear Mr. Talkerin
I got
behind you.
clubbed multiple times.
Yeah,
By Grimlock.
Nazem behind you just crunching on bonbons.
They'll be back. Just a little bit of patience. Do you need like food or anything?
No, I've got plenty of food.
We gave you that magic berry. You should actually be full for like
Okay,
a while. You know, any,
friend always said I ate a lot.
you know any games to pass the time?
No noise.
I'm a good tickler.
No, I mean just like
The quiet game.
that we can talk out because I can't move at the moment.
We can name Talker and Family Line. I always usually win that one.
I don't know the Talkerin that well.
That's why I usually win.
What's the other? My notes lost it somewhere along the line. What's the Tinker family? The
Feldspar?
yeah, Feldspark.
Yeah.
Feldspark once tried to recruit me, but
Oh yeah.
that's as far into the families as I got.
What happened? You die?
I was too young to give up the rest of my life to them at that point.
Oh, you were stupid.
Maybe. I've gotten a lot better since then.
Have you?
That thing carrying you,
How much did he make you?
he saved my life multiple times.
Great.
How
Would
much
he
is
have had
the
to
life?
save your life if you were in a cushy sponsorship?
If I was in a cushy sponsorship, would I have invented him?
Seen bigger ones than him?
I wouldn't have found the materials to make him if I had stayed in Thulmorgad.
You would have had the money to buy such materials.
I didn't buy any of it. I found it.
Okay, agree to disagree.
Yes.
Theo is losing it.
I never.
Yeah.
I
not,
never.
Not Sofka. Theo.
Yeah, I hate this person.
I knew you played Raisin last game.
I know.
Who's essentially that guy.
No, but I had a little more class than this.
Yeah, he's not that.
Sure.
He's not classy, he's just an
he's
asshole.
dressed classy. Yeah. He's also that you totally get the sense of this person, like, it's not that he's trying to be an asshole, it's just that
That's
he was
his
just
natural
raised
state.
with money everywhere. He was raised that he could have
naturally
anything at any time, so he's just very spoiled.
Yeah.
Wow, this is very
There's
intense.
a very good chance that I've dealt with people like him at the college and shit like that.
Sokka
for
has
sure.
never dealt with anyone like that. And she hates it. And I hate it.
Boots, by the way.
Naslin Cochran. You may call me your lordship, or clan head, or whatever you want, or
Clan head?
Sir Tonkerin, if you will.
So you're further up than I thought.
Oh, no, just, I mean, there's a lot of clan heads, there are like hundreds of them.
Oh.
Usually it's just like, the head of a particular family of Tonkerin. Tonkerin's a massive clan.
Understood. Just head of a clan seems like a prestigious position.
Oh, no. Really, the head of the clan is the member of the tribe.
Understood.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, is your last name actually Tokrind? Or?
Yeah, my last name's, I'm one of the purebloods, yeah.
So after generations, you're like a far distant cousin to the actual.
Oh, from the original.
Yes.
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean,
something like that.
there's a
My
Tokrind-
ancestry does go directly back
Sure,
to the
it
first
does.
triumvirate member. Yes,
But there's a Tokrind actually in charge of House Tokrind.
yes,
And
absolutely.
their direct descendants are more than likely going
Oh,
to
yeah, they're my great uncle 3 times
right.
removed.
So you're like a cousin 3 times out down the line.
Something like that. If you want, we can play the game I was
No.
talking about.
I just I never really was told how all of that politics worked, so
Oh, it shows.
interesting. Fire him. So you were coming from Inheim, yes?
Yeah, I'm coming from. Meanwhile, back at the Sky Lounge.
Right. So, how do we can?
So I turn into a big old lion.
Okay.
Lie down super flat and you push him over on me.
think that works, right?
Can Lion you lift Log? Like, I'm sure you could knock him down, but can you lift him?
Lion Me has a 4 for strength, plus 4, 18 for my strength.
We could probably tie him on too. Give him.
I don't know. I just know he's a heavy fucker.
How long can you stay in that shape?
Like 3 hours.
Oh wow, okay.
Because the last time he was unconscious, he had to lift him up. I kept like, I kept like trying to lift him up, and I kept like flipping him over. It was bad.
Yeah.
Isn't that on the spider things? Yeah. And you pulled him through the fire and flame. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Yes, ding.
Yeah, so he
Eleazar was our heavy carrier for the most part.
Yeah.
Which is why we need him back.
All right.
Yeah.
So shall we go down? I feel like we're going to have to rest sometime later if we.
I think we got to do this later because rest later. 'Cause
Yeah.
we should probably go.
For sure. Okay, you've got that pass without a trace. I guess let's head down. Put the rope back down, stick my head back out.
Here comes stealth.
Telepath to Shakar to leave the mouth of Log for a moment. Dry off.
Sure. So he tries to fly and he just. And he's so waterlogged, just he rolls out,
Put him in a pocket to
Oh shit!
flats onto the ground.
Yeah.
That's
I,
flat.
I pocket dimension him before he falls.
Sure. Yeah, you do so. You just
Buddy.
and he's like you, and you can summon him back to within 10 feet of you if you like.
Within 30.
Will he be turned off?
30
You
feet,
saw
yeah.
him back.
Yeah. All right.
Trying to skip a break.
Yeah, I'll just keep him there and then. All right, let's go. I just like motion down. Fly down rope.
Here comes ropes.
You guys trying to be really quiet? Come
Yeah.
down the rope. Okay,
Yeah.
roll stealth checks.
But I am not a lion yet.
Not a trace, right?
Yes, because it's still active.
That's good.
The investigation took you about 5 minutes, by the way. 5-10 minutes. You also know that there were 7 individuals. You only found 2 items, but there could have been items in there that would have been incinerated. So
What?
you're not,
I'm not
there.
Well, okay. Stealth?
Yeah.
Okay, so 33 with pass without a trace.
21.
29.
It's
19.
19. You got it. Okay, great. You guys are quite quiet. Anybody get below a 17? Nice. They're pretty quiet.
not a trace though.
Seriously.
I rolled a I
'Cause
also rolled a
Rolled a 7.
you find yourself back in that familiar black surrounding, that void. But the ground is not quite the ground, and the horizon is not quite the horizon. And you feel around you if disappointment had a smell and a sound, you're smelling it and hearing it. What do you guys do?
We're gonna go.
I'm gonna pop into Saber-Tooth Tiger, but in like a sort of way, so it's not super,
Super
loud.
quiet. You just kind of do that cat like thing.
Yeah.
Soft's body just does that shake, and then the tiger. Its fur starts to grow along
Who's
the
gonna
way.
catch him? I'm gonna say this mentally to
Sure.
to one and then the other. Who's gonna catch him and who's going to push him? Because if we just push him, he's gonna be loud.
It's trying to like carry it. Right. Because how strong we are. It's gonna be that.
I know what I am. There's a reason he's a Twinkie bard. I'm just
Yep.
gonna point that out.
Think forward.
Okay.
Okay. So I just lie down as flat as I can.
Yeah.
You a male lion or a lioness or tiger.
Tiger.
Female tiger.
Yeah.
Tigress.
Yes.
Push him over.
Okay.
Are you guys running that through me, or are you actually having a conversation out loud?
Yeah. Whispering.
Like
I just walk over and push him.
or like try to catch him.
Argus,
type-
yes. He would just.
Yeah. Like,
You trying to do it quietly?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
do you need me to too? If
you're
I'm
not-
trying to like catch him.
19.
You're trying to catch him?
I'm trying to like soften the blow. So that-
Do you think you'd be able to get over there fast enough while Argus is pushing it?
He moves way faster than
yeah.
Yeah, it's true. You
I
are
am
way.
pretty
It's not me running over there. It's her.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Okay. 27.
27. You guys. How are we laying low across this? Are we like trying to like all four limbs like this, or he's just like bent over backwards across the spine laterally, or
Well, is he stiff as a board, or is he like
he's
floppy?
he's floppy.
I would say probably do
Belly
what
down?
how you would tie him.
Consider
on the
him a
horse, where you
comatose
go
patient.
Half, like where you
like
put
a
him half across it.
saddle.
Where like his waist would be across the back of
Put him like a
Sokka.
saddle.
Yeah. Exactly. And then take some ropes, tie.
Hog
Tie.
time like a saddle.
Yep. Hog him like a saddle. And then stand up slightly.
Cool.
All right.
Okay, you want to tie him up?
We're gonna tie him to Sokka and himself. So like it's like
Tie his hands to his legs around something.
That's why I don't want my limbs like dragged.
I understand.
Right.
Like
exactly.
like a harness.
I'm
You
a
know?
pretty big. I'm a pretty big tiger. I'm a large beast.
Well,
He's like 7-something feet tall.
yeah, he's over 7 feet, aren't you?
It's
I know. So just
it'll look like you have a saddle made out of log. Fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna ask whoever's doing this to roll a sleight of hand check with me to see that they are doing this quietly.
Yep. That tracks.
13.
13. Okay.
Sleight of hand, not with the
Quiet.
pass without a trace.
Be quiet.
You guys start leaving out the hills.
No, I mean
You are over by one of the walls. While you're doing this, wall starts moving
stop.
and like turns around. Starts reaching out to grab right where you two are, like right where you guys are. You're like milliseconds away from this thing touching you. And you have reactions if you have any reactions.
Reactions.
Let me see what I got for reactions.
I got nothing.
Warning flare for reaction, because that's super helpful.
Doesn't work on blind creatures, unfortunately.
I think my
I got
only reaction applies only to me.
I could work that away. No, I can't do that either.
You can only do it on your turn.
So I can do nothing.
I can counterspell it. No, nothing for a reactionary perspective.
I have one thing that I might be able to do if you're gonna let me. I'm gonna attach my mind to it and say, and tell it to go the opposite direction
Is that
of
a
where
reaction?
Mox said. No, it's a bonus action. So
Okay, so
no, that's why I'm like, it's up to you.
no. It does so that it you all just like and just kind of freeze. It does grab you, Sokka, by the tuft. Like grabs it firm, pulls its club and bashes down at you. I'm gonna say, yeah, that hits. It's a 23 to hit you.
Yeah.
Um, 6 points of bludgeoning, 1 point of piercing, and doesn't make a whole lot of sound. Your cushy body softens most of the blow.
Yay.
But this thing is now aware that you are there, and it is currently attacking you. The rest of you can do something now.
Yep.
But you got to be quiet.
Can I disengage?
Absolutely.
Cool. I'm gonna
Go to
sneakily
mind spike it.
disengage.
Does that have a vocal component?
It does actually. Fuck, you're right.
I'm going to
Yeah, like
take my lightning kopesh And just
You
hit.
can whisper it.
Yeah,
Try
I
to
can
match
whisper
that.
it though.
You'll just have to make a
You
stealth
can try,
check
yeah.
to how quiet
Okay,
you whisper
hold on.
it.
Let's just go around this way. Just make it simple. Sure.
So lightning Kopesh with one hand, and then if that doesn't do it, I'll take the Ostara Prancer. Not casting a spell with it, just another.
So you're just trying to like
attack.
shank it,
I'm just completely
and you're not dancing, right?
No.
Okay. Okay, go ahead. Does lightning Kopesh do lightning damage?
Yes,
Or
lightning damage.
like
15.
arcing damage?
It says lightning damage.
Okay.
15 to hit.
15 hits.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of internal, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, I like how
It's more like electrocuting a cucumber kind of sound. Ever do that? Cook a cucumber with electricity?
14
14.
points of damage.
14 points of damage. You straight up like jab it into its pot belly and just. It's falling over.
I'm trying to catch it.
Yeah,
Okay.
mage hand to catch it.
Mage hand, its thing weighs a lot more than 10 pounds.
Hand is also vocal.
It is also
I don't have anything really, so yeah, I'll try and catch it, but
Okay,
it's not gonna be good.
Great. So I'll say y'all just roll a dexterity saving throw.
20.
20. Wow.
Do I have to roll a dexterity save?
Yeah.
Are you trying to catch the falling thing?
No.
Okay, then
I'm
no.
a tiger. I don't have thumbs.
You're trying to
19.
19. So both Argus and Cole get under it. Cole tries to catch it and then goes because it's too heavy for him. So and then once he gets to the height of Argus, then Argus grabs it. So Cole's all squished holding it up, and Argus is like, perfect.
Oh, look at him go. We've established that you're stronger than me before, like in his mind.
Yeah, sure. Great, and then you can gently put it down on the floor. Log is tied to Sofka. You guys attempt to leave. I say there's still quite a bit of dodging, difficult terrain, and bodies strewn about. So roll another stealth check, and this will be your last stealth check to leave this area undetected. Still would pass it out trace, I believe, because you're still concentrating on it.
Yeah.
Did you loot? Yeah, you didn't lose.
No, I have not
concentration?
lost. I have not rolled a concentration check.
Is it gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone.
Do you still have the inspiration from Cole from earlier in the battle?
No, it's only 10
Oh.
minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he used it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
unless you want to revert back and cast it again.
I don't have spell slots.
Okay.
So stealth checks.
Okay, wait, what did I roll? I think I rolled.
So where were you going?
Can I roll it again? I don't remember.
To Naslin?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I was going to bring these people to work off their debt.
Sure.
Not unnecessarily in like indentured servitude, but allow them to get jobs within clan affiliated programs, so that they can. Not enslavement, but we're not the Red Lion Syndicate. Let's be very
Like
clear.
the mines in Bitterspec, or
Oh yeah, Vines and Fairspec, sure.
Like
but,
Full Morbid,
but they
or-
get to choose what it is that they to do.
okay.
Like if they would rather
So
work
you
in
go
a
to, like-
mine or work off their debt by like working in some sort of. We also offer like master craftsman like training programs.
Sure.
So if they want to learn how to be some sort of engineer or forger, they can study under somebody and earn a stipend that way. And then once they earn off their debt, then they're free to do it.
So you were going to some sort of like a workers' hall where you would figure out where they go from there. Or you
more or
specifically,
less.
like, do you drop them off at the places that they end up at? Are you responsible?
It depends. It depends on like what it is they.
Or is the house in general responsible for them?
Well, we have stations. Of course, the clan Talkrind is present in all of
Everywhere.
the big cities,
All of them, basically.
everywhere. So we have representatives everywhere. So pretty much, I bring them around, and they had an idea as to where they would like to go, and then more and more options appeal to them as they travel. And it is my responsibility to get them where it is they need to go. Of course, if they flee, then the bounties go out on their heads, and then their lives
this-
kinda like forfeit that whole thing.
Was this a good batch? Any, like,
Oh no,
useful-
nothing.
any standouts?
No aggressive crimes or deaths,
Oh.
like nothing like that.
Okay.
So no, there wasn't it. No, like nothing violent. No,
I mean,
believe
like,
the worst was one of them got into a
talents.
bar fight and trashed a tavern, and they couldn't pay off the debt that the tavern gave them, so they kind of like had.
or like talents. Like were any of them extremely useful? Or
One of them said
Bottom
that they
of the
had been working in mine for about 50 years, so they
minor experience?
Yes, he was a rather old gentleman, probably already retired. Probably did something he wasn't supposed to do, and ended up working.
Nobody's super useful though.
Well, I do hear, like I said, a lot of the debtors will be like, oh, okay, like, I have some family heirloom that's very,
But only after they're dead.
well, no. I mean, like, I have some family heirloom that's very valuable, which is why I get to be able to
Recover
right this.
your losses.
I can use this as collateral, that kind of thing. And so that was pretty much what I was being tasked with taking care of. Just to make sure that they kept it on them and didn't tap it anywhere, which is why I was like their shepherd or their supervisor, pretty much. It's not it's not the most prestigious position, but I'm still, I have my own talkrins that I'm in charge of, so I got to show them the ropes every once in a while.
You're not as prestigious as I thought you were.
Oh, well, I mean, I still got a lot of money, and if you think that's prestige,
I mean,
my name carries weight.
money
and you
carries
should know that.
power, but not prestige.
Well,
Normally insulted that talker.
I broke him.
You said the things that were like entirely against the family culture. There. Money is power and prestige.
No, the name is prestige. Money is power.
meanwhile, skill
Sorry.
checks, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
18.
18.
18.
13.
21.
Without pass without a trace.
Yeah.
Guys.
Fuck.
These things are left.
You want low.
Okay.
It was high last time.
Yeah,
Yes,
but last
this
time
is perception
was
checks.
The
They're still
slightly deaf
sleeping.
ones.
Not chasing after the.
They're the lazy ones.
Yeah, good.
You guys sneak through the area and leave undetected and unassailed. You eventually make it back to Conk and Zemdak.
I'm
You
just
get-
like starfished out in the middle of the cat, like the.
You're like still having a conversation with Starfish. Like, yeah, well,
Just talking to this guy.
money doesn't mean prestige.
Cole's gonna look at Zemdak and go,
It's like stunning.
in his mind, go, shh.
Sure. Naslin sees the tiger and goes, oh.
Oh, you're back. It's the guy that you sent. The guy you
Yeah,
sent.
you want to ride?
You know the guy that just left? That's him.
That's
Her.
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 That's her.
The elf lady that just left.
I hate that outfit.
No, that's
Do you
is
want
her.
the tiger to eat you? Shut up. Cole's gonna like shout at him and in his head, shut up.
I just go over and give you a scritch behind the neck, like, come on. But don't make any noise or she will eat you.
She doesn't like you anyway.
I will look at him dead in the eye.
She will.
I will just like look at him dead in the eyes and just kind of turn my head a little bit.
That like predator stare.
Pulls
just
out like a bunch of gold coins and just
Are
throws
you
them at you.
Nice.
But the sound and everything.
The sound of the gold coins.
I try to like,
Yeah.
catch.
Sure, sleight of hands, everybody.
I'm gonna try to catch some in my mouth.
Fuck me.
Oh, fuck me.
Sleight of mouth.
Sleight of mouth.
Actually, I think tigers have proficiency in sleight of
He really, like, if there's a problem, he's been taught his entire life. If there's a problem, throw money at it.
Heck yeah.
Literally.
I have proficiency in sleight of hand. It's not that it helps.
I'm very tempted to tie him up and leave him here.
Me too.
as bait.
He knows his way back to the place based on a different way.
Yes.
Yeah, he wouldn't be out here, like, by himself if he didn't
He's a
go there.
dwarf.
He seems capable. He's just,
An idiot.
I mean, he had a fucking pistol on him, too.
But tie him up. don't gag him and walk off while he's unconscious.
All right, what did you get for your sleight of hands?
21.
Throw him into the room.
14.
10.
4.
Not one for a 5.
Right. You keep looking at me like I can do anything. I'm so sorry.
Cody is out.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I love that you're actually keeping silent when he looks at you. Though. You're not like, I'm unconscious. You just keep going.
Yeah.
Can't do nothing.
Poor buddy. Okay. All right. So,
You're in the poor saddle.
4 slide.
All right.
well, some of you got 20s and 18s, right?
I got a 21.
I got a 14.
That was the next
That was-
highest.
that was
the
the
rest
next
were all
highest?
single digit.
Okay, so ting, 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 ting. About 7 gold hit the ground. You catch about 5 gold in your mouth. You grab, like, you take one of your bags and just go and catch about 15 gold in the air.
I think it was you and I who couldn't catch shit.
All 3 of you got singles.
She rolled a 1.
I rolled
Right.
that one.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
no, none of
5.
us can catch any of that.
You were all in the single digits, essentially.
She rolled
I was a double digit, thank you very much. I'm the first double digit, but I was a double digit.
11. Sorry.
Bye.
You got 1 gold.
I got. Guys, I'm getting so rich off this guy. I'm
You
so-
had so concentrated on casting the spell that you were like, shit. Okay.
It all went over my head.
And everybody, like, freezes for a second.
You hear trouncing coming from down this area. Up ahead of your way.
Headed from behind us or in front of us?
From behind you, from where you came from.
Okay.
From this chamber where you fought everything. You hear, like, snarls and gurgles and footsteps. What are you doing, guys?
Run.
I'm running.
Run.
I'm running. I'm
Actually-
sneakily running.
I will put a cloud of daggers in the doorway and then run. I don't care about the vocal component at that point.
Okay. It's 10 foot wide, so
5 foot wide.
um
Right. And I'm saying it's a 5 foot wide.
right. I'm saying that the tunnel is 10 foot wide, so
Yeah.
some of them just won't walk through it. But sure. How
But
much
they won't
damage?
know it's there.
That's
So
true. That's true. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sound. So
I will do it at 3rd level. So that is 44, if I
got
remember
it.
correctly.
I mean,
I'll drop a
daggers.
handful of ball bearings.
dex save.
I'm sorry.
Or it just happens.
64. at
It just
3rd level.
happens. No save.
Yeah, no saving throw. As soon as they enter, they take 64.
You hear as you're running away.
I drop a handful of ball bearings on the other side of the hallway.
And then after a minute, it'll drop. But
Yeah.
I could throw a sound behind them. Thaumaturgy.
You'd have to see the path lines. You know what I mean?
It's like
But you guys are booking it, right?
yeah,
yeah.
Okay. In very little time, you make it back to the cart. Wow.
we don't have to worry about that hill.
You don't hear any more sounds coming from down there.
I left
The ball bearings
the
and the
rope
cloud of daggers pretty
for the most part,
deterred
most of the
quite a
way
bit.
down. So just like boost up,
You
Yeah.
gotta get up like 10
Climb.
feet and get it. Okay.
grab the rope,
Oh.
and climb your way up.
Can you?
Can I'm
Oh, I'm sorry. Right, you make it to the slide. Into the slide. Right,
Um,
As much as I don't want to make our lives more
Yeah.
difficult, like, we went that way.
I don't
the
know.
rope's still there.
I don't know how I'm gonna do that.
Argus,
How-
do you have another spell slot for enhance ability?
Yeah. We could.
Did you find nod? Yes. Did you find what we needed to find?
From that guy?
you know,
Yeah. I nod.
It might be worth seeing if there was anything else on the deceased.
You wanting to go back there?
Is there anyone else stealthier
I mean,
that can creep past these creatures?
Who has the highest stealth?
I can always just burn them.
6.
4,
5.
1.
That's his answer to absolutely everything.
So if
Always
you
just
can,
burn it.
if you can enhance my stealthiness, I might be able to creep back there
No, I
without
got it.
alerting these creatures.
We were just getting the 2 things, right?
That's all he needed.
So, I don't want to. I can't say anything. I'm just like. I'm doing the like, are you serious stare?
Like, but as a tiger,
As a tiger, I'm just kind of like,
Do you really want to go back there by yourself? What if you get caught?
right. You should have a buddy system at least.
Yeah. If anybody's gonna get away, quiet little. Okay.
I'm just asking.
It's just a thought.
Yeah.
I don't, you know.
Vodka starts.
If we're gonna go back, now's the time.
If you want to go investigate it,
I do.
Okay.
I just,
I mean, I'm
buddy systems is probably the best way to go.
Yeah.
It probably shouldn't be me or Trisheni though.
not too stealthy, but I can go with you and burn stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm just not. I mean, I'm not quiet, but I could thaumaturgy to distract the other direction.
Never mind. Let's leave it. We'll leave it
It's
alone.
your life. I mean,
I
I don't know how much.
Well, it's right. They're blind. They
How
can't
are
see
you
if we
doing?
have light or anything. So that's what I was saying. We
You
probably should
healed
go,
me
but-
fairly well.
Yeah, no, I cast one healing spell for once.
An icon, a legend.
I didn't know you could do that.
Vodka's like,
Hey,
walk
Willow.
up the hill.
I know. I saved Willow's life.
Vodka's like,
I hadn't actually cast that one.
Bye, guys.
Conk is
I watched
You
the
didn't tell me to
Scoopcast
stop
when we
for
were
the-
together.
for
Just
Continuing.
climbing up
I was
the,
thinking about
with what's his name on his back.
you hear Nazan go.
Hate this guy.
If you want to go back, we can do it. I just
I think it's worth the attempt.
On a little bit to the left, yeah.
Like
I was
as
digging into
he
my-
like gets sort of up the hill, I think it might be worth seeing what was. He said that each of them had something worthy on them.
yeah,
can-
but Demdek's great at finding things.
I'm good at digging for the buried gems.
I'll go with
Some
you.
deck, we saw like 19, 20 of them run off. They may be coming back.
I'm the tiny little quiet of us that are left. I'm the
If you
Small
want to
and
do it,
quiet.
this is on your life.
yes. That's
So
what I'm saying.
not.
If
gonna
you
tell
can,
not to,
if you can help me,
but do you need?
I will
anything
take
else?
that risk. No,
You good?
if you can help me out, I will
Okay.
take the risk and I will see if I can find something.
I can go with you still.
I
I'm,
can give you cat's grace.
yeah.
For that
I can go with you. I can because I'm still.
I'm good going by myself.
Okay. I'm gonna message you every once in a while.
That's fine.
Okay.
Can you go invisible still, or are you out of everything?
Well,
It doesn't
no, I
matter.
can, but they
Blind.
can't. Being invisible won't matter.
Oh, right. No, but you get advantage. You get advantage on yourself, though.
Not
they're
if they're blind.
Yeah, they're blind, man.
But they still get
they do
advantage on
everything by
stuff. That's
sound and
part of
smell.
Right,
invisibility.
it's right, but I mean, it doesn't make sense for invisibility to give you advantage if they have.
Yeah, they can't see me.
Sight.
That advantage means
it's no
something
rules. You
because
get
it's
Oh my god, Cody! No,
Not against blindside.
no, not against.
which is
blindside. It
why
doesn't
the
work like that.
DM has the ability to say no shenanigans.
It just doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
The reason why it doesn't work on characters that don't have blindsight, it's just or that don't have a like sight, is because all of their other senses are heightened. So, like their hearing and their sense of smell is extremely heightened. So, because when you take one away,
Take your time climbing back up the hill.
Characters that can see highly depend on their sight for tracking things.
I try and make Zemdak smell like the tunnel, like that burnt smell that we were smelling in there. With
You're
prestidigitation.
gonna make Zemdak smell.
Yeah, like the area he's going into. Is what I'm
Oh,
trying
okay.
to
You
do.
want to like soil him with the smell of like bodies and
like that
sweaty
burnt, like that
Grimlock.
burnt
Sure.
body smell. That way, when he goes in there, that's not something that
Easily
triggers him.
done. Sure, you do so. Zemdak, you reek.
I'll fix it later.
Prestidigitation rocks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
I'll give you
as
cat's grace.
stealthy as I can.
I'll warg into Shakar, and Shakar can just hang out on
Follow
your
me.
shoulder
Yeah.
and follow you. Yeah. And that way I can still see and make
you
sure
can
you're
stay.
okay.
So, still slobbery, wet guinea pig on your shoulder.
I mean,
That's your pocket dimension.
I did.
unpocketing doesn't get rid of the slobber.
I
so-
don't think so.
Are you gonna
It's too funny to not.
He has to air dry.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'll
air dry.
I'll air dry him with prestidigitation.
Okay, you do so.
Thank you.
He's like puppy now.
It looks like a blow dried bit of guinea pig. Yes, please. Oh my god, that's delicious. You just take it. Wonderful. Great. So you go. Here's what I'm. Yeah. So yeah. First roll stealth check, but there's a thing. There's a couple things we have to do here.
Okay.
What'd you get?
26.
26. You're pretty stealthy. Roll dexterity saving throw.
Saving throws.
I don't get advantage on those, correct?
No.
Just skill
Just
checks.
skill.
15.
15. You nearly slip on your own ball bearings, and you go
Fair enough.
because you threw them behind you as you were going. You don't really know where they were, but you're fine. You go and you reposition yourself, and you walk along the edge. You move along. You turn a corner, and boom, Grimlock right there, right in your face. Just standing there, not moving, just kind of going back and forth. You can go around the side of him. Roll another stealth check, please.
13.
Gonna reach out and try to attack you. That is a 15 to hit you.
Shield?
Would it hit you without your shield?
It would.
Really, you have that low of AC?
15. You
Shield is-
mag-
Oh, all right, hit it. Yeah,
Shield is vocal though.
Yeah.
Shield is vocal.
Yep.
Okay.
Scamper past and like hide in the corner.
Okay, he's gonna get an attack of opportunity because he knows you're there now. 17.
Shields up.
You see two more come lumbering down the way. You're trying to hide in the corner. So you're using your action to hide?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
24.
24. Bunch of them go and swipe at something as if they were a normal height like them, but it just goes right over your head. Great. You go past three of them. You walk into the room. There's 7 just kind of lumbering around. You're gonna try to maze this shit,
Yeah.
labyrinth style. Okay,
Yeah.
roll another stealth check. These stealth checks are getting harder and harder and harder.
21.
21. They are entirely too busy with devouring the dead that are here.
The dead Grimlocks, like they're eating their own kind.
Yes.
Cool. Cannibals.
Yeah.
Cannibals.
Maybe
Do I make it?
more. That's food
You make it to
source.
the pile. There is a Grimlock eating the corpses of the pile that you have to go through. So
Yep.
it's like trying to both put your hands in the popcorn bowl at the same time.
Aw. Cute.
Bless my love.
So
So
romantic.
great. So here's what you're gonna have to do.
Can I
You're gonna have
make
to
a
do two
couple
things. You're gonna have to make a
eating-
couple checks here. One is a sleight of hand to not like touch the hand romantically of a Grimlock.
Can I make like an eating sound? Like whatever
Roll
sound
a
it's
performance
making?
check.
6.
6.
Right hand.
Disadvantage on sleight of hand because it doesn't like that sound. Well, sleight of hand, I guess it's just straight roll because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was the first? Well, just do it again. Just do it again.
That's even better. 22.
22. It kind of like. You speak deep speech?
Nope.
Okay, so you don't understand what it's saying.
Besides the one who can't understand anything.
Wait, what?
Speak deep speech.
Should ignore it.
You just ignore it. I'm so glad you ignored my beautiful song.
I can't understand it.
It's okay.
It's not going to gain me anything.
Ah, music college. Thank you. Prepare me for this disappointment.
My loneliness.
Great. You go ahead and roll an investigation check.
24.
24.
That's why I wanted to go back.
I know.
Lost a die.
Oh.
I don't know where it went. It's all right. Oh, right here.
The carpet.
You search through. You find in the jaw burnt, fallen off area around the spinal column of an individual a locket whose chain has been tarnished and burnt away, but the locket remains.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay. Start sneaking my way back out.
Okay, roll another stealth check.
Is the rope still hanging there?
Oh, rope trick is still active, isn't it?
It would be, yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't been an hour. I suppose it's still there.
From past experience, can I yank it?
You can't pull the rope out of it.
Okay.
You can only pull the rope up into it. It's part of the spell is that that's where it is.
It's kind of like those ropes in gym where if you try and pull it down, it ain't going anywhere.
Right, but you can pull it out.
you can always pull it back up.
Just
Yeah, it's
try
anchored
to
to the top.
sneak my way out.
Okay.
19. Still. That was a high roll, judged on his eyeball.
Roll exactly a 19 on perception. Some of them all go. And a bunch of them start to run towards your direction.
Throw the ball bearing back behind me.
A ball bearing?
Yeah.
Just any ball bearing?
Yep.
Back towards the bodies? Okay. Cool. Are you booking it?
No.
Or are you just staying there and throwing a ball bearing?
Yep. Stealthily, just...
Okay, sleight of hand.
25.
25. Five of the 7 go towards the ball bearing. 2 of them go towards you. What are you doing? Are you trying to sneak quietly away?
Yep.
Okay. These two are going to catch up to you.
Okay.
Are you doing anything? So, because you're moving at half speed when you're moving
Right.
at stealth. Okay. So these two will catch up to you. They are going to try to attack you, unless there's something.
Am I out of the cavern at this point?
No. You
I'm,
you were
still
just
here.
at the rope when that happened.
Okay.
And then you froze through a ball bearing. And,
I distracted 5 of them, but 2 of them still knew where I was.
yeah. Okay. Are you doing anything before they reach you?
Curling up in a tiny little ball.
Okay.
I would, since I'm warped into Shakar, I would
Yeah,
see
you
that
could
this
see
is
all
happening.
this.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh no, okay, 2 are coming after him. I'll start running towards there and towards the cavern.
You also know that there's quite a few Grimlocks between you and him
Right.
because you saw them when he was there.
Yeah, I'll still kind of try
You
to
can
move
also
quietly.
cast spells with
touch spells.
touch spells through
Touch spells.
through your familiar. That's true.
Yeah.
How many do you have?
I have Good Berry, Rope Trick, and one other touch spell at the moment. That's not helpful.
Right, because you haven't had time to copy spells.
Yeah. So I'll still move, but I'll do it quietly just so that I could eventually catch up to you if needed.
Can I get to the rope with my turn?
You're at the rope.
Can I climb up the rope?
Absolutely.
I'm climbing up the rope.
Okay, cool. You will take 2 attacks of opportunity.
That's
but you
fine.
can absolutely.
Yeah.
Climbing up into the rope.
That one's a hit for sure. It's
That's
a 23.
Yep.
And the other one's a 20.
still hit. So 2 hits.
Would you still be able
It's
to warp?
minimum damage for only 5 points total for the first one,
Question, because it's a different dimension.
and
Now you
7
would
points
see
total
it.
for the second.
Another dimension.
I just
Way
like
too far.
go up into the hole and like freeze for a minute. Just let things settle down.
Okay, you do so. The Grimlock's lift.
Throw another ball bearing below
Okay.
me, like again,
Okay,
direction.
another sleight of hand check.
10.
10.
No, 13. Sorry.
One of them runs away towards the ball bearing. The other one that's slowly but surely climbing a rope.
Viper Kopesh.
Yeah, you wait till he's right there. Go ahead. I'm gonna say he's like technically the way this is too fun. You get advantage on the attack.
That was on a natural 20,
Yeah,
but it
well.
rolled off of it. 17 plus 8 is like 20.
Yeah, it hits.
Are you? But you are.
11 piercing and 4 poison damage.
11 piercing and 4 poison.
But you were in. So you were inside the area. Attacks and spells can't cross through.
I mean, like I reach out and like
No,
stab it. In the
he's
head.
waited till like the thing came up into
into it.
it, and then went.
Okay, I thought you were going down and like.
No, like I was
Okay.
at the threshold and like I reach
Okay.
out.
For all
and
intents and
stab it in the
purposes,
head.
it's like prone, and he's attacking it.
Okay,
And
that's
it's-
fine. I just want to make sure. Yeah.
As soon as it lets go, I'm gonna like
Trick if the rope's up.
Yeah, I mean, you
Pull up
kill
the
it.
rope.
You straight up kill it,
Yeah.
and then it just falls.
and I pull the rope up.
Pull up the rope. The window vanishes.
So,
Well, you can still see. No, you can't see out of it once the rope has been pulled out, right?
You can.
Forget outward.
Those inside can see out of it as if it. Yeah, you can still see out of it.
Okay, you can still see out of it, but those can't see into it. So
Right.
you have like a little window.
Yeah, so I'm just like sitting there waiting for them to settle
Yeah,
back.
a bunch of them come by over to the like goes, and it goes over to the body. Start eating the dead body. Now there's a huddled mass of about 7 or 6 Grimlocks around a dead Grimlock right below you.
Cool.
Scar sees
so
this.
Trisheni, how's Zemdak doing?
Okay.
I got this.
So, but if Shakar is on his shoulder in the extra dimensional space, would I still be able to warg into
Ooh,
Shakar?
probably not. That's probably true.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know if there's a limit to that. Is there? That's a good question.
It's crossing
That's-
dimension.
Yeah, that's where the rule. That's where the spell is written. That 120 feet, you're not supposed to be able to ward into it, but you ruled that they can.
Well, no, it's not that you can't warg into it. It's just that you can't give them commands. If you're more than like if you warg into it before 100 feet and it goes, but you can still see it. It's just that you can't tell it what to do. It's on
It's
autopilot.
your pocket dimension too, so it's a little wonky.
Let me.
Yeah,
Let
that's
me
true
look that
too.
up.
Yeah,
Like,
Whoa. Let me look that up.
Because I can see if it's not your
right. Then it's
dimension that you created.
right.
Yeah, like sending him in with a bag of holding it, you would not see anything.
Right.
It's
It's wonky.
just roll it however you want.
I like this though.
I mean,
He's trying to keep our shenanigans down.
yeah. Well, you know.
I don't know, Zemdak
Try to
just
play it
decided to
fair.
go run back by himself.
But
Well,
sometimes
Zemdak is like the lead shenaniganer too.
he was doing well. He found one thing, and then then he got into a bit of trouble. He started climbing up the rope, and
This. Don't worry about
As long as the rope trick is opened,
then it's okay.
meaning like it like acts as a doorway, which pretty much folds space and allows it to be a connection. But as soon as the rope is pulled up, it's a window, not a doorway.
Right.
It's like through a looking glass.
Right.
And so you are infinitely farther away from him. So as soon as the rope pulls up, you're fits.
Yeah, so
Turn around. Take one of the. I still have a bottle of the really crappy booze. And shove scrap of material in there. Make a.
You're trying to make a Molotov cocktail?
Yep.
Okay. Sure, just I'm going to say roll a very, very easy tinkering check. I'm going to say this is charisma based.
Charisma base?
Yes, for sure.
Is it still a tool?
Yes, for sure. You still get
So I get
tinkering. Yes.
who needs tools when you
It's still a 22.
Because Riot is charisma for some reason.
22.
I've just ambiguously
22.
22? Yeah, you make a fucking Molotov cocktail.
I peek just a little bit of the rope out to open the doorway.
Sure.
Like, not all the way to the ground, just like a couple inches of the rope out.
Sure.
Light the Molotov and toss it
Away.
away.
Okay, cool. Another sleight of hand check.
Like, towards this direction.
Sure.
16?
16. As a bunch of them walk into the fire, and then very quickly walk out of the fire, some of them on fire.
Because
they're
they're screaming.
sufficiently distracted.
Okay, cool. Drop the rope just enough to get to the ground.
Yep.
Slide down.
Trying to be quiet.
Yes.
Stealth.
I mean, screaming grim
Yeah. It's not a high
distraction.
Fucking goddamn nice.
You already have advantage.
19.
What else you can
19. 19. One of the dudes who was lagging behind turns around, starts chasing after you. You're just running?
Yep.
You're dead sprint or stealthing?
I'll dead sprint.
Okay, you dead sprint. You're going to take, just for the ease of this, because it's taking way too long.
Yeah.
You're going to take 3 attacks of opportunity from the other Grimlocks as you run past them, but this guy won't catch up to you. The one that was spotted you won't catch up to you.
Do I need to put something up so that way you
22 to hit you for the first one.
Yep.
18 to hit you for the second one.
Shield.
Okay. You still have spell slots?
Yeah. Well, this is the last one, but yes.
And yeah, so you take 2 hits.
The third one hits?
The third one doesn't.
No. So the second one wouldn't have hit if I shielded.
That's true. I'm sorry, so just 1. So it's
And I am out of spells.
5,
That's my turn.
5 bludgeoning, and 1 piercing.
Okay.
So you take 6 points of damage. How is Demdak looking?
I'm okay.
But you eventually, you're running. Roll another dexterity saving throw.
I mean,
You can't tell me
I slide.
that you look at the
I slide through them.
You straight up slide through them?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So you get prone.
4 was my dex save.
4. You get prone. One of them catches up to you, gets another attack at advantage on you. It's absolute shit. Natural 1, but it's at advantage, so it didn't do that. So misses. The ball bearings splatter. You get back up. You run away. It can't really quit finding you. You guys hear. What do you they hear? Is you?
Oh, no. Like, if that's one is on its own.
It's on its own.
So I just stab at it.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, why not? 27.
You got it.
10 stabbing and 3 poison.
You got it.
Can you borrow your dice?
I know.
I'm rolling at advantage on like 90% of these rolls.
It falls.
I'm here to help.
Some ball bearings scatter.
Run away.
I'm in an
Run away.
That's what Argus said.
Back into stealth.
Use the back in the stealth. Go ahead. No, you're fine. You're too far away. You see Zemdek, quite the worse for wear. Come back.
A couple extra like bruises and like contusions.
I feel like you somehow have like a bando around your forehead now too, just magically appeared there after. Rainbow style.
That was not worth it.
Jakar just is like the most terrified guinea pig, just clutching to his shoulder.
Come here, Brittany.
I had to check, but it was not worth it.
No?
It was not worth it.
What did you find?
Nothing.
Sokka gives you an "I told you so" look.
I mean, you found more of them, didn't you?
I found more Grimlocks.
Yes.
Almost like
Sokka,
people
thanks.
said you
Sorry,
shouldn't go
Sokka.
back there for that reason.
I
All right, let's get
I
back.
heal you by 10. I just come over and pat you on the back and cast your
I
word.
had to look.
Roll an Arcana check.
I had to look.
Dumb deck.
16.
16. All three of these items that were. Well, no. I'm sorry.
I don't know 2 of them. I
This
only have
locket. There's no way this would have survived. Being
Burning.
like a brass that it was
Yeah.
made of. There's no way it would have survived it without having some sort of magical integrity.
Yeah. That went into the bag of holding.
Okay.
Like at some point during my escape.
You got it. Okay. You guys are all back together. You hear coming from the top of the side. Yoo-hoo! Are you coming up?
Yeah, we'll be right there.
All right.
I mean, I kind of figured you guys were slowly making your way up there.
Yeah, and I have been making.
I was sitting at the bottom waiting
I was
for you.
definitely walking up. as
Okay,
I-
for sure. You can. You wanted to do the
Yeah.
thing. Do acrobatics as the lion, please.
Yeah.
Can you like grab the rope with your mouth?
If you want to bite it and tear it open,
I mean,
that's.
You do have that one rope to get us that last 10 feet up to there, too.
no, it's like just the first 10 feet. Like as soon as you get up into
That's what I'm
the,
talking
you can
about.
grab on the
Doesn't
They
rope.
have to
Handle
deal with other animals.
themselves.
I'm saying we could use. We could have the rope climbing tie on.
That's.
Beat a 10.
Oh, I beat a 10. Yeah.
You beat a 10?
Yeah.
Great. So you dig. It's like when you see cats in a bath and they just can't get traction and they're like dig, 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 and they're freaking the fuck out because they can't get traction. It's like you, like when you see Simba when he's old and he's just got all wet and he's like, oh my fucking god. So you, as a cat, just digging your nails into the side like, oh my god, this is the and it's really tense. All the lactic acid in your limbs are burning by the time you get to the top.
I'm
And
like
he's there-
furious.
and
with
he's
that
up there
right
like,
now.
oh, took you long enough.
I'm gonna push him over.
Just like
Got back down
shoulder
the
him.
slide
Yep. I'm just gonna-
with Conk
No, not with
Conk
Conk.
is holding
I'm
him.
just gonna bat him.
out of Conk's arms.
Yep. No claws.
All right,
Like,
so you want
claws
to make
are
a shove attack.
Yep.
Okay, you got it. Opposed athletics. He has a disadvantage. Absolutely, first roll natural one.
He is gone.
Yep. No, that's a 15.
Oh, so you go like, oh, and you just knock him out of Kong's hand and up against the wall. You're intending to do damage to him.
No, I'm intending to make him slide down the slide.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to like bat him out of like just kind of
Okay.
lift him up, put him down the slide.
For sure, he just slides down the slide.
Amazing.
He just pops in the air and he's like, whoa, and just slides down the slide.
Shut up.
Zimdek, you run over into him, put your hands over his mouth.
As soon as he gets to the bottom, I'm just like,
Unplug his nose.
understood. Understand. Just I let it go of his
Yep.
mouth.
Well, I
Oh my god.
Do you want to die?
no.
We'll get
I
you
let
back
go
up the hill.
too.
Thought your cat was.
Did you
let go of my
say
dog?
I
something?
did.
Did you say something to it? Did you insult it?
Sorry, it's too funny.
Did you insult it?
No,
What did you say to it?
I'm a dog person. All right,
What did you say to it?
it's just taking forever. I just thought it would be faster because it was a cat.
You're okay. You're okay.
Do you remember that half
That's fine.
elf woman that doesn't like you?
Right.
Yeah, that was the cat.
I threw gold at it, so I thought that was a result.
Did you say anything else to it after you threw the gold?
I don't remember.
Do you know the words "I'm sorry"?
Insight.
I'm sorry.
No, like
I'm sorry?
You like actually mean it? Like,
I'm sorry? I'm sorry?
Do you ever?
I'm sorry?
You are sorry.
Do you ever
You are
mean I'm
sorry
sorry where
for-
gold's not attached to it? Like you actually mean it?
I'm sorry. And he gives you a gold.
Take it back. It's not gonna work this
I'll
time.
hand him a bottle of wine. Just drink this. Calm down. No,
is this smell?
the good.
Oh, the good wine?
The good
okay.
wine.
Oh, someone's going to cut mustard.
I was looking at that too.
Oh, so was I. Because at least then he'd be then he would shut.
Does one of
the
these
hell
things where he goes like and aerates the wine in his mouth. Like,
up. Oh, that's a good way to do it too.
it's the flame year. He didn't drink it, he spit it
Do
out.
that. And
Just
mustard to somebody.
calm down.
All of that.
Take a couple breaths, couple drinks. We'll get you back up the hill.
Okay.
Just relax.
You gonna kill the tiger? The tiger?
The tiger is currently carrying
Violent and hostile?
I'm looking down at it as intimidatingly as I can.
Come on down.
My beard.
I'm like,
Teeth bared.
Think about.
Sofka, go on ahead. We'll catch up to you.
Drinking that.
You want Conk to stay?
I'm gonna call Conk back down. Pick him up and climb back up the hill.
You got it. You put him back in Conk's hands?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm gonna hold on to Conk,
But you have to move your arm just it's like digging into my sweat.
and then I'm gonna climb up on Conk's back and have him climb me up.
You don't happen to have an extra pillow, do you?
The cat's pretty comfy.
It's a little, cold and hello?
Get the fuck
The,
over it.
Is he back up there yet? Because what I'm going to do is back to kick him down myself.
I'll take my desert clothes and stuff them into a sack. Tie it
That
off.
is really
He's trying to be really nice.
I guess it'll do.
The best I can do for now.
Sofka is like pacing.
Oh, doing that like caged lion.
Yeah, sort of
It's
thing.
okay.
No, I'm like I walked away a little bit, but I'm just like furiously pacing. Like, I hate this guy. Why don't
Cole's
we kill
actually being
him?
a little overt. He's going, Noslin Takrin, a rude dwarf of the Takrin clan. Like actually doing like writing it down in his book in front of him, like hearing him say it.
It's not gonna get any better. We just have to let it go. Or kill him. I don't want to do that though.
I choose plan B.
I am
This guy's my
perfectly.
enemy.
Let's actually. My plan right now is to help him back up the slide, and when he gets back up there, grab his badge and kick him back down it.
I feel like we should go, but
Nope.
also kill him.
He's Conk's just gonna keep walking.
We've
Just
got to take him as much of a pain.
you guys can catch up. Conk and I are just gonna keep going.
It's a smart decision. We'll get more money. We can buy more shit,
Yeah, until he tells his whole family that we're the ones that kidnapped him and
We rescued him.
We rescued him.
What name are we giving for ourselves? Do we want to be the Argent Flame with him, or do we want to be somebody else?
the baker's dozen.
We could. They're light years away. They won't. It'll probably be very easily figured out. It wasn't them.
We could.
And yes, Cole does use the term light years, just for the hell of it.
All right, let's get out of this hole
Yeah.
before we figure out what we're doing.
Okay. How do the rest of you use the rope to get up? Those of you with a strength of 15 or more have no problem getting up.
That would be none of us.
Yeah.
None
We're
of
a bunch
you.
of twig.
I have a 14.
We have
So-
5 spellcasters.
You can all roll athletics checks to pull yourself up. It is not a hard check.
Rolling that one.
No, not quite, but it's still pretty bad.
Dude, I think we found your die.
21.
21, you're fine.
Athletics,
Athletics, 15.
You're fine.
6.
6.
I think we found his die, though.
You hear the nails of like the Kenran dog nails on the slippering, like trying to find purchase. Eventually, you end up in a very like Bugs Bunny style split in the wall, and you look down. You're like, I gotta be halfway now. You're like 5 feet above the ground.
God, damn it. All right.
You're holding on to the rope, okay? You're just not making any. You're the last one too.
I know.
You're the last one.
Can somebody just pull the?
That's what I was about to say. If you're the last one,
pull the rope up,
can all of
please?
us help? I can't pull her up.
Just
I can pull her
go-
up.
I mean,
Pull the rope up.
You grab
Thank
it
you.
easily enough with all you guys. You do this thing.
it's like this whiskey.
We
Thank
probably
you.
didn't want the rope there anyway.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we weren't gonna leave it there, right?
Great.
Yeah.
You guys make it up.
we conquered
Catch
the
the
rope.
rope.
Easily enough, make it back to the cart.
Should we do something about this before we leave?
What's like
this?
knock it off? You mean?
No, I was gonna say just like get rid of the top steps so they can't get any higher up.
Like collapse, you mean?
I mean, I'm gone. I
Yeah.
walked down.
No, I was just
How
asking.
far?
That was
What?
me just asking people.
Pacing, being angry.
You're like
I mean,
Anytime
stalking.
we add
along
more
behind
tremors
me.
More things in a place like this. Do you want to call another worm?
No.
Then let's go.
Cole's like almost shouting no, and she with that statement. No.
Okay.
I'm hearing it more than one place.
Make it
'cause
back
it's
to
going in my
the-
head.
Yeah. At that point, Cole's panicking, so it's like, yeah, you're hearing the echo.
No, kill. No.
I like that you say kill.
Just go back. Burn.
Oh. All right. So, you make it back to the
Cart.
He's like, "Oh, thank you so much. I'll go back to my cart. Were you able to find any of the items? That's
Items?
The ones
Just
that were
items.
burned up in.
Oh yes. Well, I doubt most all of. I mean, I'm sure quite a few of them were burnt up, but I doubt all of them.
I mean, we can always send you back to go look.
What items are you talking
Well, I
about?
thought you already did.
Why would I?
I don't know about
are you talking
anybody's
about?
The
search for
collateral
items.
items that we talked about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We didn't talk
You
about
didn't
any
tell us.
collateral items.
Well, yes, we did.
Cole is saying, Cole is actually like trying to, no, we never talked about
You
collateral
talked to them
items.
while
I don't
you
know
were
what
up
you're
in the
talking about.
Yeah.
Right. It was you that I was talking to, right?
Yeah, the cat went back. The one you pissed off went back to find the items.
Well, sometimes you got to do business with people you don't like.
I still have log tied to me, and I'm a cat, so they're in my form. I don't know what to tell you.
Did you find anything?
Theo is so happy.
No, but like seriously though, I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, TJ. Fuck off.
You have no.
I have no way of getting them because they're in my form.
I can potentially communicate with you, but I'm not going to try and do that because I don't like him either.
So, how are we going to do this?
I don't know what he found, but he's currently carrying our. She found. She is currently carrying our incapacitated teammate.
Great, you can just put them down, and you can give me what this is you found.
Can we make a litter out of some of the scraps of your?
Like a sled?
Yes.
Well,
You know what?
I mean,
Sure. It's the least I can do for you.
what?
well,
Aiding me.
we can make a litter out of your sled or out of your cart, or we can leave your cart here. It's your choice.
We're headed to Minha.
Right.
Fix the card?
We're going back
I don't
that
have
direction.
anything right now.
Okay.
Right.
You can come with us. Sorry. You can come with us. Or you can go your own
How
way.
are you planning on paying us?
Your 10 platinum only covered us going and checking on your collateral.
I'll have access to far more funds when I get back to one of the more.
So you're coming with us
perfect.
then?
We'll
It's
go
what you just said.
Well, your vault
Like I
is.
said, we've got Cochrane has places everywhere.
Yeah, but we're going to.
Right, but we're going to England, so if you want us to go somewhere else, you're going to need to pay us even more.
So we can fix your cart enough to take it with us.
So,
Right. I guess then your tiger thing will be pulling the cart.
I think Conk will be pulling the cart.
Oh,
do
whatever.
you really want to be closer to the tiger thing?
I mean, no, but
Conk will pull,
But I don't think you're going to be able to walk with us. So So
Conk will pull.
Oh no!
you
Of
can
course, I'm
drive.
heavily injured.
He can ride in the cart. He can
no,
drive.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I was saying. Do you want to be closer to the cat that doesn't like you?
We'll go back to
Yeah,
Midnight,
pecans.
and you can restart your journey once
That's what I'm
we
saying.
reach civilization.
Okay, sure. How about 100 gold per person? Sound fair? And if you ever need to get new more business with Huckrin, you just let them know that you know Naslin, and should at least at the very least grant you an audience. Sound fair?
I draw out 150.
You draw out 150
I like take
with your
one.
claw.
Yeah, I like
Roll
take
persuasion check.
I love this because you didn't even know like money went that high until
I don't care.
recently.
You're telling me your life is only worth 800 gold?
Oh no! I mean, this is just for the transportation, like caravan mercenaries.
But you would have been stuck down there with
Yes.
all of those creatures.
What would you get for your
ready to kill
persuasion check?
19.
19.
Because
So
I'm like
you're
looking
saying
at
that you're
him.
giving us
So that's an intimidation.
100
Intimidation.
you're giving us
Also
100
19.
platinum from the group. That's what you're saying.
This guy can do math very well. No, that's not. It's not. As I said, I had to.
100 gold per person.
It's 10 platinum per person. That's 80
You're right.
platinum.
Again, Cole doesn't have. Cole has the same intelligence as I did before he went out. So Cole's not the best math.
Yeah, it's 10 platinum. So 80 platinum per person. But he's saying 150.
150.
I don't have that on me, so that will have to be another. You'll have to. Here's the. We will have to sort out the details and the logistics of this more when we get to my representative, so I can remove certain funds from the bank. You know, obviously we have joint accounts, so I have to clear it with some other people.
If she
but-
found what you were looking for, she can give it back when she returns to her normal form.
I'm sorry, are you holding the items that are rightfully my hostage?
Just for a couple hours until she
If she
returns.
found them.
Yeah.
what she found.
Minus the items.
Then
I
we
would
can just
feel a
set up
lot
camp
better
here,
with
and
this.
if they don't have them,
It's
we
going to
can-
take us a
we
little
can go
while to
back.
fix your cart, anyways. So yes, she'll eventually calm
Okay,
down.
here's the deal. I would be happy to help facilitate that amount for each and every one of you. I can make no promises, but I'll do my best to act in your favor. And that's about it. That's all I can promise.
But then we can't promise that she'll make it to Minheim
I mean, like
alive.
literally, that's all I can promise. That's all the power I have.
There's only 6 of us, so it's 600.
Yeah.
60 platinum. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
150 would be 90 platinum.
Just like I'm trust fund, you know, I have stipend. I can only
I think-
withdraw a certain amount
600
So,
gold is.
per annum.
So if you signed something and it was delivered to your family with your seal, it would be honored then, is what you're selling me.
Of course, depending on its content, but most likely.
Cole pulls out a sheet of paper, pulls out his quill and said, here you go.
Let's make the contract.
I'll go over to the wagon, and I'm trying
Exactly.
to like mend things back together.
Okay, sure.
I'm sure the Bardic
It could
College
take a
would
little
like
bit.
to know.
It takes like a minute to cast mending.
Yeah,
I'll help you, but I don't have many.
That's
But,
fine.
and
I've
Cole's
got,
gonna be all
like,
like,
You can just be like, "Here's a peg."
Conk is like picking things up where I need him to, and I'm like,
Sure.
and while
Packing
that's going on,
together.
Cole's going, I'm sure as you know, the Bardic College
You guys
doesn't
can
deal
negotiate.
with promises necessarily. Documented word is much better.
Of course, this entirely. Of course, I entirely understand that all deals like this. I am an expert at the paperwork, and he just pulls out this golden quill and like what looks like he has sleeves of very very fine paper just hidden in his robes that he just pulls out. He's like, yes, I'll get this written up in absolutely no time. Of course, 150 gold as to.
Before you sign
to
that,
the-
may I read it?
Of course, 150 gold to the care of what is your group's name?
per person.
Yes, 150 gold to each member.
Our group is called Rasputin's Mischief.
That's me.
Rasputin's Mischief.
Rasputin's Mischief. And of course, I will verify your name with the current mercenary contract and make sure that this is all legal and binding.
We're a new group, so we're not going to be on any mercenary contract.
Oh, well, I mean, you have to have authorization and permits from the mercenary guild, or how will I get this contract through? Of course,
You could just give us the damn money. You could do that.
Well, I mean,
Or
of course, it'd be far easier if since I have to go through so many legal channels. It makes more this
politics.
but if
we
we wanted
will
to do
always
this,
leave you
but he
here.
rolls it up because, but of course, if we wanted to do it more under the table, I could sequester perhaps less funds under the table.
So he's offering to
Let's
pay us
just
less.
leave
If we don't do it without the
Illegal
Ah.
mumbo jumbo.
Everybody, I think he wants to stay here. Zemdak, Argus, please stop. We're going to leave him here.
Well, we need the cart.
Well, we'll
for
take the
long.
cart.
No, I don't want to take the cart because that's probably going to get us in more trouble if he actually does make it back.
How are we gonna
How are we
take
gonna get
log?
log anyway?
I can't stay in this form forever.
He's a businessman. He's willing to pay you the 100 gold under the table to keep everything.
Oh, but the 150 has to be over.
150 is going to have to go through legal processes.
How about you, since you have the canoptic powers of somebody of my race, let's just call that you just give us the 150 once we get there. Otherwise, I'm going to call an international incident on us because
Roll
that
persuasion check.
is terrible.
The Bargard College will be more than happy to help support that claim.
Arbitrate. Oh my god, you guys.
9.
9. Oh, well, actually, I have all the verification of
paperwork.
Paperwork that they actually are officially allowed to transport this.
Can I
so
see
it's
it?
an entire. Of course, absolutely.
Thank you.
I pulls it out. As you can see right here, I have.
Amazing.
No, I'm going to hold it, and you can just look at it from afar. You see
No,
the
I
coalition.
need to look a
You
little
see,
closer.
one of the high mentoring zealots of the Coalition of Golden Dawn absolutely signed off on this, so I do have the paperwork here.
Why can't I take a look? Just
Can I-
actually-
It's not worth
Do you have bad
Just
eyesight?
take the 100 gold and let's go.
Can I examine it like I did with his
Let's
thing
just
to
kill
look and
this
see if it's a
kid.
forgery or
Sure,
not?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll an insight check for it.
I love Adam's face right now. He's like, fuck
Let's
all
just
of you.
go.
Fuck all of you.
Not worth it.
Let's just kill
Not
him and
worth
leave.
it. It's not worth it.
10.
10.
So nothing.
Looks official.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, let's just do the.
All right, let's just do the 100
We'll
and
do the
let's get it
100.
done.
Oh, very well. I'll get that to you as soon as I am able to.
Can we see that contract you were writing now?
No, it would not be with the content.
I don't
Oh,
know.
well, I mean, if we're not. I rolled it up. I mean, if we're not going to go through legal processes, I see.
Right,
no
but you
reason-
started filling it up. Let's just end it real quick since it has our name on it, and I can take it from him.
Can this
and
Oh,
document-
well, he doesn't let you just take it.
Can this document the beginning of our official group?
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good question.
Sorry, should you elaborate?
Could this be that since we are a newer group and we've
We've helped you out. Can this
can
document
this become our new
the
our
establishment?
contract of the establishment of
Oh,
our
you would
group?
like me to become an unofficial sponsor for your
more like
Let's just-
more like
entering you
you
into a
have
more official capacity as a
sponsor our establishment?
more like you are paying us for this contract so we can take it to the mercenary guild and say
Kill
we are
him.
now this
Let's
group.
just kill him.
Sure. I see no reason why I won't be able to do that.
And the 100 gold.
Murder hobo.
Yeah, and we'll just go
And
with the
we're
100
eating. Hobo?
gold each instead of the
Sounds
150.
that sounds amenable to me. Wonderful.
See, come on. You always had to make it hard.
As he's fixing the
Guy
car.
who went back for
Yeah, I don't want to get
The dude who went back into the lion's den by himself while the lions were there. Talking about making it too hard. Being political.
Okay.
Okay, can
I like
put
see
log
like
down?
you're getting mad at the merchant's
Yeah.
child for arguing money.
All right. So absolutely, I see no problem in that. And you still wish to be considered the name Rasputin's Charge?
Mischief.
That's Rasputin's Mischief. Are you sure about that name?
No,
Okay.
doesn't really have a better name.
No accounting for taste, I see.
Or what about Rasputin's? I don't know, something else with that.
Do we have
What about
Mission
paperwork from
Does
Cassius
anybody have anything
for
to
the
say
Argent
yet?
Flame?
I thought we
Like, are we official
Eleazar
under?
was holding on to it because he was the
Yes.
mercenary.
Yeah, exactly.
He was the bounty hunter. So
We're not an official group at the
Well,
moment.
in our minds we are, but on the guild thing, we are not the Argent Flame.
you are
anymore.
not on the guild's radar. No.
So let's just be.
So yes, come up with a name.
Oh god.
But the Argent Flame, aka Rat Sputin Mischief, aka none of your goddamn business.
We'll come up with a
I
new
like that.
name.
Let's call our group Nunya.
Yeah.
Red Sputins, none yet.
We can come up with a
What's
new
wrong with
name
the
every
crowbar
like
advantage?
6 months.
I mean,
Yes, the Crowbar Advantage was a great name.
All right, let's just do that.
It's the crowbar advantage.
Crowbar
No,
advantage.
you want your official name to be something different than your actual name.
Yeah.
Because
Guess
you
so.
still want to stay with the Argent Flame as your actual official name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of want the
Okay,
crowbar
cool.
advantage.
Otherwise, we're going to have a lot of rebranding to do on the channel.
Actual.
The Argent Flame is an official group. We could call ourselves that. We just couldn't prove that that's us.
Right, because Eleazar has all our stuff, and with the host, like we talked about last time.
It might be good to fly under the radar.
Right.
For now.
Yeah, so you would like to go.
We're establishing a secondary.
pretty much a partially guild controlled city under a misnomer.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, can we just like workshop the name for a bit?
Oh, well, I can hold on to the contract, and we can always amend it on the way. It's still quite the ways. So, how are you doing? You almost done with that? The fixing the card.
How am I doing?
Roll a tinkering check for me.
With advantage, because I'm helping you.
Yeah, sure. It's not intelligence; it's dexterity.
Even I'm playing.
That's still 26.
26. Yeah, you should be a couple more minutes. and
I've
that thing's
fixed a
ready to
card
go.
before. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, a couple more minutes and that thing's ready to go.
Okay.
It
Couple minutes.
lacks a beast of burden.
Almost there.
But of course you can use conch. Conch can like carry it like one of those rickshaws.
Yep.
No big deal.
That was kind of what I was thinking.
Um,
It's like hook the yoke to his shoulder. and
absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
Are we going to put log in the cart?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to.
You guys got real lucky that you had something that you could put log into. Poor log is out for the count. So, speaking of which, let's before we go any further, let's talk about the specifics of the recovery. You have the Heart of the Hopeful, which has a possibility of charging to be able to cast a greater restoration spell. However, if that does not happen, every 3 days, Log is going to roll a con save.
So I double checked it.
Yeah.
And it's actually a week.
A week.
So 6 days.
Well, it's a week for my yes. 6
A week
days.
of downtime.
A week
relaxation.
in my world is 6 days. So after 6 days, you can roll a con save, and a DC that I have established for this ability is what's going to is what you have to pass to meet or beat.
So, in addition, at the end of the week, a character can end one effect that keeps that character from regaining hit points, or can restore one ability score that has been reduced to less than its normal value.
Right.
So
Okay.
at the end of a week, if he's been taken care of for that whole week uninterrupted, he can come back.
True. The reason why I'm imposing the con
That's
save
fine.
is because this is a very powerful
Sure.
ability
Yep.
that is meant to actually destroy your brain.
And we have to take care of him.
Like
That whole week, he has to be.
yeah, straight up your
Relax.
intelligence hasn't been reduced from 10 to 5. Your intelligence is straight up 0.
Yes.
Under any other circumstances, you would be actually brain dead. You'd be dead. Your medulla oblongata would no longer be working.
Just by the rules of relaxation.
Sure,
If we take care of him for a week,
that's fine. I don't have a problem.
he
doing
can
it.
end.
Yeah,
that.
so you guys are gonna have to dote on him
Stay.
and actually
Should we look
Take care of
at
him.
who's going to take shifts
I
with
mean,
him?
Yep.
if he can't,
What's
he
wrong with
can't
that
eat
normal
on his
shifts with
own.
log?
well,
That's a lot of work for me. Thank you.
He can't eat or drink, right? So we've got to
Give
feed
him a
him.
berry.
Change out the bedpan.
Yeah, give him his good berry once a day.
yeah, you're gonna shit and piss yourself. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, you guys have to feed him.
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
one berry a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. I mean, he'll still shit himself. It's weird. Like you eat a good berry and you shit as much as you would for like a normal day.
Yeah, it's the same nutritional value as eating a full day
Right.
meal.
It like expands in your tummy and becomes
But as long as we take care of him
tempura.
regularly for that day or for that week, he should be able to come back potentially.
Can we please do shifts? I can't be on log watch all the time. It's hard enough when he's awake, let alone when he's like this.
Yeah,
I'll take care of moving the wagon.
I'm a little worried about one thing. What's going to happen with his special dreams?
that we need to keep
If he's
a very-
dreaming at all,
Right.
we'll find out
Right.
tonight.
Because with his medulla oblongata, like he was saying,
He might just be unconscious.
There may not be anything.
If he's unconscious, he's not dreaming. If he's dreaming,
Meanwhile, in the void, the lectern disgorges from the ground and sits there, your book upon it, its eye looking at you, very disappointed. Within its pages, you see a beautiful, like painting or cross sketch of the eldritch idol itself. And the pages flip, and just like those flip books where things animate, you see the idol like uncoil, and the like image of what was on the idol kind of like prance throughout the pages and just stare at you with no eyes, but just that long beaked, like just pointy, gnarly
Alien
thing. Just kind of like look in your direction and just kind of sway back and forth. And you see a clock come up and try to like, and it hits like it's hitting plexiglass, but instead of like that weird glare of when plexiglass bends weird, it's the page going crinkling. Like it's trying to escape. And it then just starts pacing back from the left page to the right page like a caged lion. For every 24-hour period long, you're going to have a nightmare. You guys are going to have to deal with that.
we don't know that though.
Yeah.
You don't know that.
Brought it up.
Because, well, I already knew this was going to
I
happen.
know, but I
Yeah.
meant like to the group. I brought it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Right,
have a
but we don't know what's going to happen. We'll have to wait to see.
Channeling the powers of your patron to contain this item. It is not affecting you adversely, but the way it has been manifesting itself, it is trying to escape, and it senses that you're weak. Great,
Cool.
so
I mean, this has been most of the day
Yeah.
yeah,
rescuing this guy.
you guys are tired.
Let's get
We get up.
that.
We get up and moving, but it's only going to be a couple hours.
Yeah,
before.
you can get up and moving.
Let's get past that tunnel, and
Sure.
then I will put up the dome.
Sure.
Can we
You
stay
must
on
do survival perception checks to find a good spot.
What is it?
I'm steering conch, so
this game.
you guys tell me where
Rollies.
to go. I'm not. I'm out of enthusiasm to deal with this. right
17.
now.
26.
Yeah.
Damn it! I got 23.
I can't remember.
26? Who got 26?
Her.
Ooh.
She beat me by a lockdown.
You just hear like
Did you find something? Oh, there it is. Oh, yes, that's an excellent spot.
Like 2 seconds
like-
later, my rats come over and they're like, I'm like,
So I like steer conch.
the rats
over.
come over to the guinea pig and they're like,
no. Like I got a 23.
Right.
So that like a half a second later.
rats point and the guinea pig is already there nuzzling Trisheni in that
yeah.
spot.
And I'm like, it's okay, guys. You did your best.
So close.
One of the rats scuttles over to Shakar and is like,
Which one is it?
it's the older one?
Older one's dead.
No, not Sylvia, not Sylvia.
You killed.
Not Sylvia. One of the newer ones that
Rasputin
has
was the next
the older
oldest
I
one.
age.
think Rasputin was the
Rasputin, that's
Yeah.
the one. Rasputin comes over and he's like,
After,
batting
after
at
Nico, he's the leader.
sniffing at the guinea pig, and they both just kind of like find a piece of detritus, like some sort
Munch
of
on
edible thing, and they both start eating at it like Like, when your moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, like a piece of spaghetti.
I ship it.
You what?
I ship it.
And they both listen. But then Shakar eventually goes like, and just rips it from the rat's mouth
Shakar Rasputin.
Right.
and just reads the rest of it.
I'm gonna take Rasputin. Just pet him. It's okay, bud.
They don't appear like too aware of what was going on.
They were just eating.
Yeah, they're just eating.
We see
I'll
more than that.
steer Conk over into the.
Great. Yeah, you can set up the cart here.
Take short rest, do that kind of thing if we need to
I take
before
10
doing a
minutes
long rest.
Before,
This
like,
is camp,
after we're getting ready to shut down for the night, I will take 10 minutes.
You see him like pull a rope, Naslin pull a rope on the back of the cart and a like pull out great, very comfy bed just plops out of the back end of the cart. And it's got like these beautiful red velvet sheets and this nice comfy pillow and like a little candle that like is nailed down to the area. And he just puts a stick in there and he puts a little
Cole just,
shell.
like looks directly at him and goes, "That won't fit."
You sleep
Oh.
outside?
Are you sleeping outside away from us? Because you'll be less safe that way.
Wait, you're
Well-
putting him in with us? Oh my god.
You wouldn't happen to have a camp stove in there, would you? A cook station?
Oh, yes, I do. Yeah, of course.
You do?
You want to pull that out? I'll
Sure.
make dinner.
Sure, sounds great. Yeah, I usually had other people make dinner for me on the way anyway.
I figured.
I'm like, I
Here,
just,
it just gives you a gold. Be like, what are your services?
just like normal, we kind of set up in the area because everybody else knows by now that I'm going to do this and what the radius would be around me to
Sure.
do it. So we just kind of set up our camp around that.
If you stay in his
Sure,
spell,
okay.
you are protected.
What? Do you have beds in there?
No.
No.
No, just a fire and a warm place
Can you-
and no enemies.
Can you include his little bed in
Well,
the
how am I
edge
supposed
of
to sleep
your-
without it? It's like a like 700 thread count bed.
And I mean, Log's gonna have to
Do
stay.
you want to stay out here where all the monsters are?
We'll,
well, I assume you'll protect
we're
me.
keeping watch, but
Log's gonna have to stay out anyway because he's in the.
no, we can bring him in and
Yeah,
tuck him
that-
into his own bedroom.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
so
but
sweet.
No, yeah, I was planning on bringing Log in there.
Do we really want to bring Log in with his nightmares into our?
We don't know.
The
Yeah,
thing is
We know we have them.
but tonight for this first night,
yeah, we don't.
know.
Well, no. That
We know it's a
last
possibility.
nightmare was the
Awesome.
first nightmare, and I
Sure.
think the only person who actually saw it was
Was me.
her.
Yeah,
Okay.
so maybe let's
So-
You
that's a
described
good
it,
point,
and I
yeah.
said it was.
Leave him in the wagon with this guy, and we'll keep watch around them.
Each take a turn.
Us
doing-
will be guarded in the hut.
How wide is this area that we're in, and we kind of put the cart in?
It's wide enough for the cart to like be off the main track, so that it's kind of like a pull off.
Well, my main
Why-
question is, would we be able to like put the hut up?
The pull off is big enough for the hut and the cart,
Okay, so but we can put like the cart behind the hut.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, then that's fine if he stays in that thing.
Okay.
Because he may not be inside of there, but he will be shut off from everything else.
It's
too.
like
Protection,
it's
yeah.
that's you found a pretty good spot. So like it's a large enough pull off that both things can fit there comfortably. They could even have like another cart fit there.
Conkle, keep watch. Shakar, I think, was our second watch. Tweg is gone.
I'll come back
So
someday.
Rabbit is gone.
Revig's gone. So we have two lookouts unless we want to take watches.
Right.
I will take a watch.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, everybody. Sokka's like so furious that we still have to be with this person.
Outside the hut.
I don't care. I want to kill him and take his money.
Even though sound travels
He
outside.
like starts to
don't
bed
care.
down and
Okay,
fluff his
alright.
pillow and pull a book out from a little compartment, light his little candle, get comfy, start reading his little his little
Never.
book.
I don't care about
I'll
money.
cook a little
I wanna
mushroom
kill
stew.
him.
Could you
Be
could you
dead.
could you keep it down a little bit of time?
I mean,
Well, actually, it would be like we would be
That's fine
like
with me.
complete. Like no light would be coming from us if he's staying in
Right, but he
the
can
wagon
hear you.
behind us. Yeah.
he can hear
I
you.
don't care about his money. I care about the
take his money. It's
Yeah,
cool.
I'm not gonna leave it. I want to kill him.
You hear a gold piece clink
I'm against the hut.
Growls
against the
off
hut.
the
He's like,
hut.
"Could you keep it down, please? I'm trying to read."
Sucks.
I mean, you don't put it up right away. Like we've got to.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. When we shut down for the night, that's when it'll happen.
Right.
I'll put up the.
I'm
make a little
I'm gonna
mushroom
step
stew.
outside the hat and cast Thaumaturgy's ominous whispers in while he's reading.
Respect your savior.
Roll intimidation check.
Didn't do as well this time.
Of course, because
10.
10.
that's actually still better than what some of your other rolls, though.
What do the whispers say?
Prince left you. You have no more money or power. You failed your mission and your job.
Mama?
Yeah, that's a bad thing. That's where the mind goes first.
I get it. It's fine. It's a dwarf thing.
I get it. It's a dwarf thing.
16 on a stew check.
Pretty good stew.
Getting closer to sisters.
You can put in some of the fillets that you got from the rotating.
Yeah, I was
if you
just going to
like.
say, do you want to put them
You'll
on
be
the
okay
rotate
with-
for the next day, and
Yeah.
then we can still have some rotate
Do
tomorrow?
we still have any of those carrots left?
I think I ate them all.
At the crossroads.
I feel bad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm wondering if we took some like indentured.
Therese. It's getting closer to Therese.
They're not indentured servants, but they are. I wonder
Not
if we
quite
took some
there yet.
indentured servants carrots that day.
Not something you should be thinking about. Just push it out of your head.
Like feeling more and more guilty.
As I ladle it out, I make sure there's an extra piece of meat in the bowl that I give to
Goslin?
Nalson.
So you give
You
him
know
the
this fool's a fraud, right?
oh. It's adequate.
When we're sleeping, do you open up Clunk and like retrieve all the money out of them?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
You
I open like a little trapdoor at the bottom with the bag underneath it. Just like
you get 27 gold out of it.
You keep track of all this. 'Cause This is
Yeah.
great.
Oh, that's right. I got a piece of gold earlier. I need to write that
I've
down.
got
Yeah, you guys like this is free gold. He's just throwing money.
I'm
at
unconscious for all of it.
Bob. Yeah.
I got 6 pieces of gold.
Well, you don't
More
care
than
about
I've-
gold anyway.
Yeah, I do.
I kind of. Sofka's like Sofka's like so upset that like someone can live like that, and she lived like with nothing her whole
the
life,
opposite end of the
Yeah.
spectrum.
and she's like furious, and all she wants is for him to be dead, and whatever about his money, but that person can just throw money at all of his problems, and we'll help him is pissing her off.
There are a lot of them.
I don't care. I'll kill them all.
When you go into cities, there's no avoiding them.
Yeah, unless you're in the shit part of the city where I have been my entire life.
Even there's going to be someone.
Sofka, I walked
Just
away
like
from
I
that kind of
doubt
money
it.
to do what I did.
Tockrans wouldn't be found dead. In the
No, not Tockrans specifically, but someone with money to throw at a problem. Even in the shit part of the city, you're going to have somebody in that part of the city.
Oh yeah,
that's
you're
got-
gonna have loan sharks.
that's got the money to throw at that problem.
Yeah.
I mean, Sofka, I walked away from that. I came from a family that did well enough that we were a permanent resident at a trading post.
But yeah, like loan shark, like
So
Like, no, you don't understand. Trading posts, nobody stays. To stay, you have to be successful. I walked away from that. I've been poor as shit. Like, it happens. Those
if you are going
people
to
are
interact
dicks.
with
I don't like
people,
them either. But
you're going to run into these people no matter where you go. The best thing you can do
Fuck with
is
them.
milk them for every coin that they will give you.
yes, it is.
They're gonna milk you for every coin they can get out of you. So the only thing you can do is
Ingratiation, intimidation, and deception. The 3 tricks for dealing with rich people.
God,
Unless
this is
we
like
can get-
so reminiscent. Growing up, like being like, oh my god, I don't want to deal with money. Ooh,
Eventually,
story of my
change up the
life.
they're gonna take every coin they
Being
can
mad.
from you.
Identify with Sofka so much right now.
The only real revenge you can get is to take every coin you can from them.
doesn't even matter. How is that revenge?
Because if you take all their coins, who's the rich?
Them.
They're
Look at
still
him.
rich.
Not. No, if you take all their coins, then you're the rich one.
Another coin
You're never
hits the dome. You're like, I'm still trying to read. Please be
No
quiet.
one gives a shit.
you're never gonna take all their coins. Even if you kill him,
Well,
I don't
he has
care.
a brother, he has a
coin can
sister.
pass through, a coin, I think, can pass through that.
Can
He
objects
has a
pass through it?
cousin. He has,
Yeah,
a
it's just the spells that can't pass through.
he has a brother. He has a sister.
Let
He
me
has
see. I mean, let me look
Not a
at it.
creature.
a cousin. Someone is going to take up his
All
mantle.
other, no,
Even
he's
if you
right.
kill
All
him.
other creatures and objects are barred. So yeah, it's bouncing off the thing.
Even if you kill him, the problem does not go away. It transfers.
exacerbated.
It transfers to someone else.
It could make it worse because all these people with all these money then hire people to kill you.
So the people in our position, our best bet is to milk as much out of them as possible.
And then we change the system after we get in well with them, and then that's when the real change happens.
Oh,
That's why I'll be honest. That's why I wanted, and I'm gonna whisper this so it doesn't carry. Yeah, that's why I wanted him to sign a contract and then kick him down the hill to the
Speaking of which-
Grimrocks.
Did you find what he asked you to look for? Thank you. I'm going to take the orb and the bracelet over to him.
No, identify that. crap.
Identify that shit first.
Do you want to take one and I take the other?
Well, no. He's right. He told him about the two. Let's give him those. He doesn't know about the locket, that the locket survived yet. I know.
We don't know that. Zemdek hasn't told us about it.
He's snoozing.
Does he want the...
I go over and I hand him the orb and the
He's
bracelet.
snoozing.
So you just lay them on him?
He's just like, you wake him up.
Your objects.
Oh,
Your
how
objects?
rude. Oh. Oh, yes, right. Thank you.
She's returned from her.
Car's been looted.
Prestidigitate a dick on his face.
Done.
Never know.
What? So what do we want to call ourselves? We haven't decided on that. Let's come up with a name before he wakes up in the morning. That way it's not a problem.
Right.
The guys who will kill this dude.
I actually didn't hate Ratsputin's mischief.
I that's why I brought it up, because I loved that name.
In Sylvia's memorial.
I wanted to go with Sylvia's, but I didn't want it to be like a super sad.
I mean, to be fair, we are kind of a circus.
You could just be the rat circus. Rasputin circus.
Or if we're going for alliteration,
Rasputin's circus of mischief and magic.
Cerulean circus. That's blue. Doesn't quite work with us.
Not quite.
Circus. He's the flaming circus.
That also doesn't quite work with us.
I mean, keeping with the flame idea, that does work. Circus of...
The circus of fire and rats.
The burning mischief.
The burning mischief.
But mischief might have a bad connotation to
I
it,
think the
eventually,
burning
right?
circus.
I mean,
As much as I like it.
isn't that like the legitimate name for a group of something? A mischief?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
It's the rats, like something else.
I mean,
What about
plague? The burning plague.
in honor of Eleazar, what about the freezing mischief?
The frozen circus.
It's not bad either. Don't add us, please.
The ballad of...
The ballad of cold and hot.
right. Flame.
Ooh,
The Ballad of Immolating Ice.
oh, since Darius and Queenie and Eleazar and Rebek and Willow aren't with us, what about the missing mischief?
The Shedding Flame. Because we keep losing fires.
I mean, that's a natural part of fire.
The frozen flame.
Frozen flame's not bad. Well, but then we still have flame. It's too close. Right? I know.
Just
Ooh,
do.
ooh. Let's do a literal translation. Let's be the silver fire.
Again, it's very close and people might associate us and then with our real name and then, you know.
I mean, and I'm going to point at the unconscious version of Locke. As long as we've got this ugly motherfucker with us, it's going to be hard to hide it.
Well, first of all, he can't transform into other things. So it's going to be interesting.
Why don't we just put a blanket over it?
Well, yeah.
What about
We
something
might
about
actually
movies?
have to cover him completely with a blanket, and I cast a spell to make him to get by it.
Let's say.
Rasputin's moonshine.
Hey, we need some moonshine.
Right.
I really do like Rasputin's mischief, but
I'm down.
we could.
I just
But
want
if
to
we
make
do
sure
that,
we're all good.
we could do that as a we could do that as the circus then too, going into town.
That's beautiful.
We can't really sit here and pretend to be a circus going into my hometown. It
Right.
doesn't really fly very well for me. I mean,
Why don't people do you in your
You
home?
don't want people to think you ran away and
Did
joined the circus?
your old mercenary band have a name?
I was never a part of a band. I
You
was
were
just hired on.
You were ancillary and auxiliary. Extra muscle.
I wasn't trying to join a group.
The Menagerie of Flame.
Ooh,
That
that's
will
not bad.
explain the weirdness of us.
Instead of flame, though, what about fire? Since
Or
flame is already
just the
part of our
Circus
name.
of Flame.
Circus of
The
Fire.
Ring of Fire.
Ooh, we fell in.
God,
Immolating a menagerie.
The
Yeah.
three, right?
that's a good one.
Yeah.
If we saw the boot going, I would give you the money.
The scorched menagerie.
Scorched, yeah.
The Scorching Circus.
We don't have to figure it out tonight unless we're going to be in Minheim tomorrow. Let's get some rest.
It's going to
Cirque
take
de Scorch.
at least a week.
Circus of Scorch.
Cirque the Scorch. Ooh, that's fun. Like that one.
The burn.
Embers, right?
Embers. Ashes of the circus.
Embers have a chance.
The burnt ends. How does that work?
No.
What about the embers?
Embers
Just
reborn.
The Embers.
The embers reborn isn't bad.
Ooh.
Menagerie of embers.
I like the Embers Reborn.
The Phoenix is Menagerie of Phoenix.
Phoenix Menagerie.
No, that sounds like an enemy band name.
Slow motion Griffin Blizzard.
Alright, Phoenix.
Please don't make me sing to people. That'll lose us viewers real fast. There are a bunch of notes on scale, and I will miss every single one of them.
Okay,
Phoenix
so
Embers, something like that.
you guys bedded down.
Ooh, let's do oven.
Love oven. No.
Love an oven.
Lovin' oven.
Love it either way.
Settled, guys.
Love an oven.
Great.
Or oven love it.
You have the locket. Are you doing anything with it, or are you going to bed now?
No, I'm not. Like, I'm leaving the bag alone. So, like, whatever I've got stashed in there, I'm just going to leave it in there. I won't even pull it out in his presence.
Okay. All right. Who's taking first watch? You said you were.
Yeah, well, I'm going to take a watch. I probably won't get a full rest because I'm not going to try and sleep in for it since it's my spell.
I mean, we can do I'll take a couple hours if we want to do a rotation with the.
What I'm going to say is that part of your
It'll
watch
end up
while
being like a
Log is
10-hour watch,
incapacitated
right?
like this is going to be like taking care of him and like just checking.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I definitely need to be one of those people doing that.
It'll be like
ass
it'll be like a
around
10-hour
that thing.
It'll be a 10-hour rest, right? Because
Yeah.
like 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours. 2
Yeah,
hours.
you'll have to go around, and so it'll be.
Which
Even
means that
keeping an eye
after
out,
the-
taking care of what log, keeping
Which
an eye
also
out.
means, so at that point, I would probably not cast the hut until I go to sleep. Though.
Sure.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
So you take first, and then you.
Yeah.
And then you pop the hut. You got it. Great. So
you
who's
gotta
going
wait
first?
until the end and do it. Yeah.
All right. So let's do this. Perception check.
All right. After everybody's asleep, but while I'm on watch, I'm gonna try and mentally link with Log too.
Okay.
And
What do you say?
Log, I need my fun buddy. Come back. Tell me about the fetish, and let's blow some shit up.
Log, you hear this in the void. And so does the entity that's trapped in your book, as you see both of your heads turn. and then with more vigor, it starts to try to pull out. Do you respond?
It wants out. And it's taking a lot to...
Okay, I need you to roll a contested intelligence check with your actual intelligence with this creature to see if it'll let you.
When you say my actual intelligence...
I mean, like, your not
your
zero
10.
that you're at right now.
Well, I mean, like my 10 or my 9.
You're 10.
Okay.
You didn't lose that point.
I mean, he has a valid point since he got that 10 partially because of this
Right,
creature.
no, you're
so.
10. You're 10. Because you are in your route.
And this is not...
No, he got that point
this is
because he
not a
was.
save.
For you, it'll
Right.
just be a straight
No, no.
D20
As he
because you
said
have a
that
zero
last time, he got that point because he learned after he ate that.
6.
6. Rollies.
Roll it again.
I rolled absolute dog shit.
Oh, I can see that from here, bud.
I rolled 20. Ooh, 4. You don't hear a response. You feel this thing. The perspective on a two-dimensional page. Sometimes when you draw it bigger, it's closer. It gets a little bigger.
Since I don't hear a response, like Cole thinks he's trying to help Log and everything like that. He's just keeps talking to him,
Sure.
kind of like how you do to people in comas. Like,
Of course.
so I'm still like connected with
You can
doing
hear
that
all
talk.
this. So
Yeah.
he's like, during his watch, he's just talking to you, and you can hear all this, and you can see it's making.
God damn it, Log! I have to wipe
anxious.
your ass. Wake the fuck up. That's one of the things that comes through you too.
So it's making the creature like slightly more agitated, but not any more than it would have from the first time it was he was talking. So it's
And I can tell that he's not responding to what I said, so he's probably... I can tell he probably...
you can tell he's not.
Yeah, it
hearing
just sounds like I'm talking at you, not to you.
Yeah, your contest with this creature it seems to be overpowering you in this moment, which is it at the moment is being kept and contained within whatever patron's powers that were given to you with this book. This book is like quite powerful, but it knows that it's that your power, and by extension that your patron's power, is not infinite. So it's continually trying. It's not giving up.
Am I able to close the book?
Ooh.
Like, I'm imagining too, like as it's running across the page and getting closer, occasionally the book of the page turns and you see it just slightly closer on the next page, kind of thing.
Yeah, sometimes if it wants to, it just goes off
Like that.
the book and the page turns.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's like-
exactly what I'm
that-
picturing right now.
That flip book, right? It slows down at a certain point.
If it starts
but then,
running, it
like,
goes like.
the pages still occasionally flip.
And I'm just talking to you like I'm bringing up like, well, we have to find another place at the pen.
Yeah, most of
Imagine what would
it.
have happened if we went there without the other shit. It would have been epic.
Most of its movement, so it switches between it being an animated image on a single page to it being a bunches of stills in a flip book. It's super like wild, like really good cinematography type of stuff. Yeah, making really good cinematography in your brain space. What about it? Some really, really cool stuff going on there. You can attempt to walk over to the book and close it if you'd like. Roll an athletics check for me.
Not that one. Ooh, so nat 20 for 22.
Is that a nat 20?
Yeah.
You needed nothing less than a nat 20 in order to do this.
Oh yeah.
You walk up to the book and you can sense the tension, the muscles of the book that like of its binding that open and close like a gator's mouth are constantly engaged. The book itself is trying to close itself and it can't because the creature within it is forcing it to stay open. And so you're pushing and you're pushing and you're pushing and you're pushing and you're trying to move it close. And the book is trying to aid you and it's just not budging until like whatever it is glances at you and it doesn't have eyes, but you just feel its presence and you just engage in it with like, fuck you. And you just push until snap shut and the teeth go across the edge of the book. You will not have nightmares tonight.
I'm not really paying attention outside. My main watch is actually taking care of him more than actually looking out, I'm going to say.
16 for Conk.
16 for Conk.
Keeping an eye out.
Conk notices a unnaturally massive spider crawl along the top of the tunnel past you.
I'm
Don't be
glad I
bothered
wasn't
by you.
paying
Just
attention.
Nobody moves.
Nobody moves. It just keeps going.
Keeps going.
I'm very glad I was paying more attention to Log than what's going on. Because
Who's up next?
I'll go next.
Okay.
I let him know. I talked to Log. I tried to talk to him mentally. No voice or anything. Just take care of him. Keep him good. If he shits himself, please clean it up.
You got it. I got doggy bags.
I got doggy bags.
And like one of the rats holds up like a little sack.
It's just like a little burlap sack like this big.
Yeah, but it's like very tightly woven
You
together.
put it around your hand and then grab it, and then you put it back around your hand and tie it.
Yeah, and one of the rats is like holding it.
Like Cole lies down and goes like this to you as he goes back to sleep. As he goes to sleep,
You pop the dome up and you go to sleep.
Perception. That is 24, I think. Yeah, 24.
Okay. Your watch is uneventful. Nothing happens. Every once in a while, Log just like rolls out his side of paw.
I like close his mouth and I like pat him on the head twice. It's okay, buddy.
You just feel warm and comfort in your spot. You still have like, if disappointment had a sound or a smell, that's what this void feels like.
I'm in timeout.
It's okay.
But you do hear your friends talk to you like an omnipresent voice in this area. Great.
Yeah, I go to bed.
I'll take
Ed.
mid-watch.
Okay, go ahead.
When nobody's watching, I'm going to make an experiment. 18 on my perception check.
Okay. You notice. Just make sure to see if you do notice it. Okay. You see. Coming out of one of the tunnels that is off and like up near the ceiling, a green cube of slime. It kind of like moves across the ceiling for a little bit. And gets sucked back up into a crack in the ceiling. It has like this big smile on it. You wave at it.
Silently. Like, I don't make any noise, but like...
Let's see if it notices you. It does. It goes turns like... Oh,
Are you the one that talks? Told us about you.
Oh, which one's that?
The tiefling
The what?
that you talked to like a week ago?
I don't know what that is.
Horns?
Oh, yeah, the blue one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She found us.
Oh, that's cool.
But then we got separated.
That sucks.
It's weird to see you. Are you following us?
Maybe.
Do you need anything?
Just mushrooms sometime. Oh,
he talks from one of the bottles of
It
mushroom.
just kind of goes into his
Like-
body and he does one of those like no neck things.
And like absorbs it.
That's what I was like, because you have mushroom liquor too. Do you throw in the mushroom liquor?
It's like
or-
Alka-Seltzer in his body.
Like,
the
I
bubble.
scooped some of the like leftovers from the stew out of the pot
Yeah.
and just like...
thank you. That was cool.
Dinner.
I'm Samael. Nice to meet you.
I'm Zemdak.
They call me Samael the Joe.
Samael the Joe.
Yeah.
Did you have a purpose in sending Willow where you did?
Oh, well, she just asked for directions and I gave it to her.
Okay. Do you have directions for us?
Where do you want to go?
I mean, we've got some injured friends, so we're trying to get back to people.
Oh, you probably want to go to big shiny town.
Yes.
Yes, I don't go near Chinatown.
Okay.
It's too bright.
I mean,
Hurts my. Well, I don't have eyes.
Minheim is Shiny Town, yes? That's where we're trying to go.
It's got good
The short-
that are made of shiny.
Yep.
You know, there's one of the gates they have actual solid gold gates that are mostly for show, but then are reinforced, like they're gold plated. They're reinforced gates that go into the triway. And it's pretty much saying like, yes, this is where Takrin has the vault. Welcome to the Shiny Town. Like, you know.
Well, Samael, if you need anything, just let me know.
Okay.
I'm always happy to help.
Do you want anything? You want this shield?
And it just poops out a shield.
I mean,
Like a metal
sure.
shield that's like half dissolved.
You go ahead and eat that.
Okay, I mean, I don't eat this, but I guess I'll take it.
He goes back down the wall and picks it up.
You want anything else? I got this thing. I can be able to digest it. You want this thing?
What pops out?
It's like a little, it's about a box. It's about this big. It looks to be made of wood.
Is it corroded? Thank you. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
sure. Right.
If you ever want dinner again, just let me know. I'll feed you.
Sometimes when I bump into things, it goes ping, pong, ping, 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 pong.
I mean, if you ever run into things that you can't digest,
Yeah.
let me know. I'll trade you for them.
Oh, what you got? Wait, you can trade? Or you gonna trade me?
I trade you dinner.
Oh, that's a good point.
I'll trade you more dinner.
No, that's okay. I'm good.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Just get sucked into a crack in the wall.
Pull out my water skin and just like rinse it off.
Yeah, easily enough. You examine it, and this appears to be like a music box.
Can
It
I
appears to be like just enchanted to
cast
be-
identify on it? Or do I
yes,
need
you
to?
can. You can absolutely do so during your watch. You could do so. It doesn't appear to have any adverse magical effects. It's just enchanted to have
A neat song.
endurance,
Okay.
so that it's not not easily destructible.
Sure.
Like someone was like, "Oh, I want this music box to last for
Right.
generations,"
Yeah.
and they did that.
Okay. I'm gonna. I have the liquid from the blood moon.
You do.
I have 3 flasks of it. So I would like to collect a drop and drip it into his mouth. As
What did I say? The blood moon liquid.
it was a health potion essentially. It's like a 1d4.
Okay, it's a minor healing potion.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to?
I'm just
Sure, you're just
Fucking around.
shooting in the dark, right?
Yeah.
You pour.
I'm not like giving him the whole potion. I'm just like giving it a couple of drops.
Okay. For the sake
We'll
of,
waste
for the
the
sake of the
potion,
fact
that's
that this is a game, you're gonna have to decide whether you give him the whole potion.
Yes. And I'll burn the potion. That's fine.
So you pour the potion down his throat. Immediately log in your void. You feel like you're choking. You're like, he can't swallow.
But I'm not like pouring the whole like I'm dripping it to me. I'm dripping.
Oh, sure. Oh, okay. I was saying. He's like, so it just kind of drips down his.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you doing like the washcloth version of like feeding somebody where it's
Sure.
like
Okay. Fine. Yeah, you're like, what? Fine. Well, it's gonna be funny, but whatever. Great. You do so. Doesn't appear to have any effect, but you do, while you're in the void, taste blood. Really good blood. That's some good blood.
tasty.
See, the book goes.
Put my hand on it.
Yeah. Push it down.
Did that help? Did that not help? You can't talk. I'm talking to a unconscious person, but I'm not going to stop. So, ooh, I still have Trisheni's berry. It's going to go bad in the morning, so I'll squeeze that into your as well.
What? Swallows it. You're like in the void. You're like, not hungry anymore. Like your body is being represented in the void, so like stuff that's happening out to you, you're feeling in the void. It's just that you're not. Your conscious mind is only in the void.
No. Search through his hair around his neck too, because I noticed last time
Quite a
there was
while
something
ago.
there.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna do a
Roll
little
investigation
investigation. Well, you can't stop me. 29.
It's called consent.
It is called consent, but he cannot consent.
Which makes it okay.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't make it okay.
Okay.
Nobody
You're
can
not-
stop
It
me.
does
In
not
real
make
life,
it
we
okay.
do not
folks.
okay non-consent.
Lack of consent is not a substitute
This is-
for consent.
This is technically
Not consent.
Anyway, what you find is under the matted hair and fur is a large scar that encapsulates and circumvents the entire neck.
does it look like a collar?
Well,
Kind
let me
of.
finish my description.
Yeah.
Along the scar are what looks like bullet points or spots that are even stronger scar tissue. Equidistant from each other, about 12 dots.
Okay.
Oh, Locke, you had a choke chain. I'm so sorry.
It looks like this could have possibly been a collar that had spikes that went into his neck. And for that to leave this much of a scar to the point where hair no longer grows there,
And none of our magical healing to
it
this.
would have
point.
had to been there for years. Quite a few years.
Okay. I got a peek at it earlier. I just wanted to see, give it a more thorough examination.
Log this, is that what you're doing?
Probably a specially made collar so that no matter whether he transformed into a wolf
Slavery of some kind.
or was his bugbear form, it would remain
On.
keeping him tethered. Yeah, and on.
Sorry, bud.
And possibly even keeping him in one form or the other.
I'm sure that's
Kind of.
my 2 hours is probably up.
Yep.
At this point.
Okay, who's next?
It's gonna be the fourth one.
I'll do it. I'll make coffee.
If you see,
Right.
you see a
Because you're
green,
done with your rest by this point. So
see a green goo.
Yeah.
His name's Samael.
Okay.
Feed him, he'll be fine. Or talk to him. He's the one that Willow talked to.
That's crazy.
He's still around, I guess.
Wow, why is he following us?
No, he didn't answer.
Okay.
He doesn't like towns though, so as soon as we get to Minheim, he's
fantastic. Yeah, you hear also on the bed. As the Mr. Talkrend is snoring like hell.
In your sleep, I'm sorry.
That's the last thing you say. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, roll perception check for me.
It's like we know you or something.
16.
16.
17, sorry.
There is a tremor. Very small one that subsides rather quickly.
Wasn't me.
This is, again, very odd how often these tremors are happening. But other than that, nothing. You do see the dick on Aslan's face.
See anything you do to make it.
thaumaturgy, like fill it in, like make it a flaming dick.
It doesn't really do that.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I should have made a flaming dick. I'll do that tomorrow night.
Instead of a flaming crowbar.
Right.
The new symbol is a
Flaming
flaming dick.
I'm very tempted to go rifle through his things, but I'm just gonna make coffee.
Okay, you make coffee easily enough. You guys all get a long rest. Welcome to the 19th of High Lock. Let's wake up. The dome pops. Everybody is well rested.
Mage armor, distribute good berries, the normal shtick.
You guys are all
rested.
doing your morning rituals, and Naslin is still sleeping.
You give him.
Card anyway. It's just leaving.
I'm gonna boil up some water. No.
Without actually.
I'll softly go over to him and Mr. Tockrent.
What a rude awakening!
It's morning. It's time to leave.
What do you know?
We're making breakfast. Would you like some?
What is
Food.
Just over there drinking coffee.
My friend has coffee.
Oh, I'll take coffee. Yeah, sure. I'll take 1 carafe of coffee, please.
No.
We have enough to give you your share, your mug for today.
Fine.
I mean,
Roughing it. It's really roughing it, isn't it?
it is. It is. We're all in the same boat.
Right. Sounds good.
Do we hand the good berries out to them?
He gives you, go like, here you go, sir. And he gives you 3 gold for the coffee.
It was 5.
Oh, okay. Here you go.
Thank you.
He literally doesn't know how to interact without paying people.
That's fine.
It's the only way he's ever interacted.
That's fine.
So I'm gonna throw something out to you here, GM. As Cole's drinking his coffee without playing his flute,
Yeah.
but he's running over the same 3 chords in his different variations of the same 3 chords in his lute, just kind of practicing, seeing which ones would be the better ones to do for his song.
Okay.
That without necessarily playing it.
Okay.
So roll or not roll, it's up to you. But
Oh, are you practicing your? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead. Roll a. Either I'm
not trying to make more noise, but that's why I'm just practicing those 3 chords.
right. I'm going to say it is a spell, so I'm going to make you make an Arcana check.
Right. All right. That's fine. I was more worried about the sound aspect of it. So if you just want to make an Arcana check, that's cool.
You're doing fingering.
Yeah.
But you know how that works. Doot doot magic flute. That's how you do stuff. So.
Exactly.
Doot doot.
Dude, magic flute. 12?
12. That's a success.
Yay!
You get a mark on 1 success. He's one of those people that does this with his coffee. Whoa, shit. He does this.
Cole's gonna look over at him and just mentally send to him, drink your coffee quietly or pay us more.
Mom?
Down straight, just be quiet.
I'm gonna go hook Conk up to the cart and prepare for the day. Give it a walk around it, make sure everything's still in one piece.
I'll try to help move Log over to the cart and get him prepped that way.
Yeah, I'll help with Log.
Okay.
I fed him last night, so he should be good for the day.
Okay, great. That's wonderful. Maybe we can just feed them at night and
All right. You guys get all set to move for the day. Anything else? Okay, great. Somebody please roll percentile for today's travel.
I put all your minis in the dice tray.
Minus, let's take out the flaming sword for getting there. But
I don't want to crush them. Does anyone want to?
Sure.
I'm a free rate now on mine.
So much.
81. What the fuck is with the 80s with me? Because every time I've rolled the 80s, we hear tremors or see a fucking worm.
Oh, by the way, there was a tremor last night.
You did?
Yeah, right. This morning.
Was it anything to be worried?
Remember the talking goo, the willow?
Yeah.
He came by last night too.
Was he cute?
Oh.
Yeah. I gave him dinner. It was all good.
Yeah? Why was he following us? He didn't.
I didn't say, just in the area.
Interesting.
I gave him dinner. He gave me this music box. Doesn't do anything, but
Have you played the song yet?
crank it up. Ting 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 ting. I didn't want to wake anyone up.
Yeah, that's nice.
I did identify it. It's not.
Oh no. Why is it that I'm terrified when our DM pulls out a Scantron?
No, it's like it was game on. It's like legitimate player.
Yeah, player piano kind of thing, but
music.
I know nothing about music.
I only know because we have one that's out of tune at my house.
You have a player piano?
Yeah.
They made a. Did you guys watch Mark Rober?
No.
On YouTube?
No.
He made a fully automated solenoid player piano.
Oh, nice.
Very cool.
So he can play like split second player music on it. And like to the point where he can even make it speak.
Yeah.
To a certain extent.
That's interesting.
If you hit the right tones, it'll sound like human speech.
Again, I know nothing about music.
Let me just get the right one here.
All musical instruments and most other things are designed off of the sounds that we make as humans, trying to imitate them with non-human material. Up and beyond what we can do. Oh, I've seen that before. That thing is badass.
Yeah.
Okay. Like it can play all those
Ready?
notes, it's-
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's behind that.
Let's go.
Oh, cool.
I crank it up.
Stop. Don't sing along with it.
I know this one.
I know, that's why I'm telling you to shut up.
Lovely.
There you go.
Cute.
Don't let me go.
Enough room.
Zemdak, what do you think about when you hear that song?
Scoot your ass over, bitch.
Probably family.
Who specifically?
My mom. I'm already kind of worried about them. Reminds me of something she might have lullabied to me when I was a kid.
Feel the locket in your pocket get warm.
It's in the back
Yeah,
holding.
it's weird.
You feel a connection. I feel.
You feel something.
Stick the music box in the bag. I'm gonna try and forget about it for now. Suppress it.
Okay. You move along today.
81 was what he rolled.
The tremor.
I mean, we know to like freeze at those.
Yeah, for sure.
Point.
For sure. For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, cold drops and grabs.
I just have to make a luck check.
No
see if
more
anything
words.
shows up.
No more words. No more words. Please, no.
You see, Naslin is on the cart, like smoking a pipe. Like, I haven't stopped.
I like jump up there and like cover his mouth. Do you want to get eaten by a worm?
How rude.
He's got the wide-eyed, terrified look going on the floor. Like, he's flat out prone, like, terrified.
Have you never heard of worm sign? Keep smoking your pipe.
Tremor goes without any sign. You move forward. Who wants to roll for survival perception to see if there's a good spot?
All of us?
Survival or perception? Can
You can pick
investigate?
Hang on a minute.
pick either one.
Oh, I can pick either
Do you want to do
one.
investigation?
Yeah, that's the way that we've
It
been
has
doing
been
Sure, you can.
investigation. Yeah.
I don't remember what it was. Whatever you wanted.
I'm up on the cart
Okay.
with him, like steering Conk, like directing him.
Yeah, like with reins and all that bullshit. Yeah. Except rather than reins, you're sitting on Kong.
Right.
So investigation or survival? Or perception?
Whatever you want.
Okay.
Animal handling.
Not animal handling.
22 perception.
Okay.
Probably one.
Oh no, a 1 total.
No. I got a 6. Total.
Okay.
13?
13. Yeah, Cole, you see a spot that is an overhang, meaning that it is up. It's like another tunnel that goes up, but it just it doesn't go very far. It goes maybe like 20 feet, and it kind of opens up. So there's like something nested up there and just kind of fell down. So there's an alcove that's above.
Hey, look up there.
Oh.
Great spot to hide too.
How are we gonna get log up there?
How high off the ground is it?
It's about 10 feet off the ground.
You can use the rope. The rope of climbing can get him up.
You won't be able to get the cart up.
Yeah, we'll just park underneath it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
We can take our rests up there, but we'll just leave.
And Noslin, if you want to stay down here, you are more than welcome to.
Oh, I intend to.
beautiful.
Your comfy little sleeping arrangement.
By the way, we're going to be staying up there safely out of
Just above
everything's
you.
way, so we won't be able to help you in the middle of the night.
I mean, we'll keep an eye out.
Tell him to come with us.
We'll keep an eye out just like we did last night.
Hey, sounds good.
Shut up. It's money.
Could you, Nick? Could you like point them the other way so when I wake up, he's not staring at me and drooling into my pillow?
Sure. We'll roll him over.
Fantastic. I didn't want to touch him. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, you guys can make it with little issue up to the top, especially like if you just help each other up, no problem. With Colin's climb speed, you can just throw people up there, the whole thing. You guys can rest this evening.
Before bedding down, I would like to
Yeah, I'll give you like
copy.
I would like to
Cheerleader
pull
boost.
him
Yeah.
up there.
I would like to copy a spell into my backup book. Just identify. I just realized that I should probably have that done. Yeah, so that's easy to. I don't
Yeah,
need
you can do that. You don't need to roll an Arcana check or intelligence.
because it's
check for
you
that.
right because it's a.
You got it. Of course.
And then is there anything else I can help you guys with today? Can I do anything?
Your berries are.
Anyone need a sending or
If you could check on my family again, I would.
who do you want me to check on?
You spoke to
Dad.
my
Your family's in
father.
full more bed.
Yeah. Sending.
Yeah.
So yes, if you could just check in with Dad, see if everyone's all right, I would appreciate it. Nothing specific, just Zemdak's friends again. Is everyone okay? That's all I care about.
I'll cash sending and be like, "In Semdak's friends again, just checking to see how everything is going. If any other interesting people have shown up that shouldn't show up." He talked to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Cole's family. That was
Here's voices.
It was the dad, right?
Yeah. Last time I told him just be on the lookout for.
Of course. Hello. Strange voice in my head. Good to hear from you again. Of course, I thank you for your report. Everything's going good. Found a big nugget in the mine. Doing okay. Tell him I miss him. Don't tell him I love him. I'm gonna do that in person.
And so he said everything's going all right. And that he misses you, and that they found a nugget.
Reason to celebrate. Thank you.
Of course.
Can you try my mother again? I'm sure my sister would actually believe you, but my mother is the one that's probably not changed since I left.
So, last time she thought it was voices in her head and that she was going mad again.
Well, that's because my
So-
grandfather got strange late in life. It's not a big deal.
But how do I phrase it so she doesn't think she's going insane? I don't want to cause mental trauma on your family.
So like a family safe word.
Right.
Sounds bad.
No.
No, I mean that's a thing now. Like at the
Yes, there is.
at the elementary school like pickup, right? Like
Yeah,
there's
it
a
actually
safe
is a
word.
real thing nowadays.
I know.
It's not just like kinky safe word. It's
Okay.
okay.
Let's not put a name to it.
Here's what I'm gonna do. is I'm gonna show him my loot.
That's what
and
you
show
thought
him-
of.
Okay.
That's why you started
You
shaking
don't
your
have to
head.
acknowledge it.
I'm gonna show him my loot, but show him like the hidden like initial or something like that my grandfather did inside the bowl of the loot.
Of the loot. Okay,
yeah, so that's something that's not known to everybody that sees it, but if I show that to you, like that's something that might stand out.
right. How are you
Small
going
problem.
to transfer that into an auditory?
That's the problem. Yeah, exactly.
And the other problem is if it's something that she thinks that only she would know, then obviously
It's
the voice
still
in her
gonna
head
be voice in
would
her
be what she would know.
Think of a word. Phrase.
Banana hammock.
No. She used to like going to the twerking troll. It's not a big deal.
The twerking troll. Ooh.
Twerking troll. Did I give that to you?
No, that is something that just popped out of
Okay.
my head right now. But it worked. So
Sounds like a party indeed.
that's why I went with it.
One of those clubs.
I don't know. Let me think about that a little bit.
Okay, I mean, it's possible that
Still
you
like
won't
cookie.
ever find something that will.
Well, no, and that's
Right.
honestly the one I'd rather have you send to is my little sister, and I'll even show you the image of her. But this is what she looked like when I left home several years ago.
Is there something she called you? Like a pet name? I mean, you've got to come up with something that's just you.
I know.
I
That's-
have, yeah. My mom called me a certain nickname.
I mean, you can just come up with something.
I know. I'm just trying to think right now. Sorry, guys. This is me struggling to come up with something right now. Like, you come up with twerking troll, no, fine. But a special name for my character is a different story.
Little iceberg,
Little snowdrop. Something like that. No?
my snowflake.
Little snowflake was my
That was
sister.
Eliezer.
Yeah, I'm just
Little bean.
Iceman.
No, actually, that would be the exact opposite of my family. Tell her little merchant is the one contacting her.
ooh.
Okay, and what do you want me to say?
You're not crazy.
You are not.
Little
You are not
merchant,
Grandpa. This is real.
little merchant is worried about you.
The little merchant is worried. Be aware. Do not trust the errand box.
Is your mother religious though?
No,
Okay.
she's a guardswoman. She's
Okay.
very down to earth.
Alright.
She used to get mad at me for playing, like wanting to be a musician and wanting to be a bard.
Gotcha. Alright.
I was supposed to follow in the family footsteps. It's changed,
Yeah.
especially when you change them yourself.
So what are you sending them?
I'm trying to write it down to make sure I actually have.
Right. He's gonna have a better
35
idea of how
words?
it's gonna work than I can.
Alright.
We'll make another stew.
Yeah. Did we come up with a good name, guys?
No, we've thrown around like 17 digits.
Do you have enough materials to make those two?
I mean, I've still got scraps of meat that are probably
Say, like,
just about to
last-
Do you
go
want me to
bad.
have her watch
Yeah.
out
I'd say
for?
tonight would be
Yeah.
last night, but you have like enough raw materials.
And
to
I
make.
think I've probably used up any of the mushrooms or carrots or anything we got from
Yeah,
the.
this is the last one.
Yeah. So this is the last good stew that we have.
Right.
It's good berries from here on out.
I did a dex last time.
Tell-
Is that the correct? I should be doing a
Rufea.
dex based.
I don't care. Just
Okay.
roll. Just do a luck check. I don't give a shit.
26.
I
Two.
that he loves
This is
her.
the best duel yet. It's very good.
Really good.
Unfortunately, this is the last of our supplies.
All right. Well, hopefully, maybe we can keep an eye out for more mushrooms or something over the next few days.
Nasland, was there any produce left in the carts? You said you had someone else cook for you. Did they have supplies
All right.
packed away?
You're all the way out there.
I mean, I'm down.
I mean, I have my
With him
personal. I have
cooking.
3 sacks of, reserved produce that I use for my personal needs.
So, starting tomorrow, our own personal supply of goods is going to start running low.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
The stews will get light.
Well,
Unless,
that's okay. I have my own food.
I mean,
Plenty of it.
you said you had a cook that came along with you.
Yes. Yes, I told you
Could
to
I
cook my own meals.
Take his place.
Oh,
I mean, he used your
sure.
supplies.
They give
Yeah.
you 2 gold.
He used your supplies, didn't he
Yeah.
not?
Here you go. And you get a bunch of dried goods. Like there's some breads in here that are a little stale.
Okay.
There's some dried other like
Red mushrooms.
produce, like dried mushrooms and dried other produce. Like dehydrated. And I want to say something that would be a bit of like. I'd say like dehydrated, not broccoli, but some other like Romanesca types, that kind of style, like cauliflower, like dehydrated cauliflower, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And mushrooms. There are some dehydrated like beets and potatoes as well. They're far more shrunken. They're meant to be trail rations. There's some jerky
Yeah.
as well.
And I'm sure-
quite a bit here.
Like our own trail rations, we could put into a stew and dehydrate, and like make something.
Yeah, this is better than what you.
It just wouldn't be.
This is his personal stash that he had somebody in the group cook for him and only him.
Right.
Right.
So it's not as much,
Sure.
but he also overpacked, so he has plenty.
Yep. Okay.
And he hands you 3 gold.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm ready for the sending.
sure.
This is real. Your little merchant is worried about you. You are not Grandpa. Watch out for the errand box. Tell Rufea that he loves her.
I picked a name for his little sister. That's what was that one.
Rufea.
Ruthea. Ruthia.
Rufea. Didn't we have one or no?
No, we did. We never came. We never came up with it. We just talked about it.
Sure. You just hear a moment of silence and then. This isn't what they. If you're real, then tell him to come home. Miss him so. Tell him to be safe. I want to know that he is safe. You will rue the day if I find out he is not safe.
It's fair.
And that's it.
It's a fair thing for a mother to say.
My kid's not safe.
If my kid's not safe, you're fucked.
Yeah.
My mother's like his mother. She's the scary one, not
Yeah.
my father.
Yeah.
Yeah, your moms are badass. Your moms are totally badass. They're amazing role models. Your dads are just happy to be here. We're here for love and support.
Yep.
Whereas your moms are like, I am the bread.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, I feel like my dad has a fun underground situation going on.
He's a bottom for sure. Great. That's what you get back.
So she says that she misses you, and she just really wants to make sure you're safe. And, she wants you to come home. She has certain special skills that she's going to rip my head off. You can say, just a normal mother.
Sounds like your mom.
Yeah, that's what I expected.
But after Cole says that, he's going to go over in a little corner and kind of cry quietly to himself. His mom wants him to come home.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna do watches quickly tonight.
Yep.
We're just gonna somebody can roll the watches for. You can decide amongst yourselves who's doing watches, but somebody can just do one roll, and that'll be the watch for tonight. Using we'll say an average modifier between those of you, we'll say like +4. I think it's pretty average.
12 for Conk, since he can stay up all night.
Sure, 12 for Conk,
Right,
and then somebody can do.
Somebody else want to do the average?
Yeah.
Shakar's 14.
Okay.
What is everybody's
would give-
perception? We can figure out the average here for the
It's
watch.
fine.
+4. Yeah.
Would give Log a good berry too, just so that he's fed for
Feed him.
the night. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Nobody
you
else
wanna do
wanna
one of the
roll?
people that
I don't think that's how that works.
My experiment for the night, I'm going to take some of the silver powder that I ground down earlier. I'm going to polish my eyeglass lenses with it, and I'm going to cast See Invisibility, and I'm going to look over his body to see if there's anything invisible, because I know he can go invisible.
Right.
So I'm going to give him a once over.
Interesting.
See if there's anything invisible I can see.
Do not
about.
see anything.
Okay.
Invisibility over
Cool.
his person. Although what you do see clinging to him is an aura of shadow.
Cole on his watch. I rolled a 7, by the way, for perception for the
Plus
group.
4 is 11.
Yeah.
Plus 4.
No.
That's the total.
No. Yeah, that's total.
Okay.
You rolled 3.
Yes. That's why I was all like, what's everybody's... What actually is everybody? Let's figure out the actual average.
Then Conk got the highest. Then. Okay.
But Cole will try and talk with Log again and just be all like, Log, respond. I know you can hear me. Respond to me. Mentally just trying to talk to you and get you to respond.
The book is open again tonight. Would you like to try to respond?
I can hear you. I don't know if you can hear me, but I can hear you guys, and thank you all for staying with me.
Go ahead and do a contested with the entity.
I think tonight Cole will be the last watchman.
This was just straight intelligence. 8.
So it's just straight over.
Just 8.
It's okay, but you'll respond when you're ready.
Are you going to try to close the book again tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Get natural 20.
I'm ready.
This is the one that before. Switch it up. Nope.
Again, the book is trying. It doesn't want this thing open. But whatever this is, it's very powerful. You will have a nightmare this evening. You're the last on watch.
Can I either be last or first? I can't really be the middle person on watch, honestly.
Right.
Zemdak casted See Invisibility with his goggles, and he saw your shade, your shadow touch that clings to you, the aura of shadow. While you were on watch, Cole, you hear sounds like the dripping of condensation of a stalactite, but it's coming from the shoulder of Log, dripping onto the cart. And you look at it, and it doesn't look like blood or sweat. It just looks like pure black, like oil. But it's not oil. It looks like smoke that's dripping, like liquid smoke. And it starts to coalesce in a puddle couple feet away from Log. And it starts to undulate. And this vaporous, cloudy, like smoky, almost like smoke is being blown up against something, but it doesn't have a purely corporeal form. You just see this like shadow wolf. And it just looks at you with one eye, as other eyes completely cut away and stitched close.
Log, is that you? Come back to us.
And it pounces at you and attacks you.
All right.
15 to hit.
Shield.
The ichor up against it, and you see some of the ichor get sucked into the wolf itself. You see in the void, dripping from the ceiling, this resiny ichor into the void starts to coalesce closer to the lectern with the book upon it. It starts to coil up the lectern. Do you do anything about it?
I try and take the book from it.
Oh, you try to pull the book off the lectern?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can go roll an athletics check real quick.
So that'll be 15.
15. You completely snap the top of the lectern off, and the lectern is still attached to the book, but you have it, and you just start running? Or what do you do?
I just want to keep it away from...
Cool. This stuff is like moving like Venom, like in the Spider-Man movies, like towards you, trying to get to the book. What are you doing in this void?
It's just a void. I'm just going to keep...
You keep running, yeah.
Are you serpentining?
Serpentine! Yeah, you run, and you saw some of your get sucked up by the wolf, and the wolf's attacking you. You shield from it. You are in the interesting thing is that you realize on this, a deafened ear ringing of silence. None of this is making any noise whatsoever. But you're in pitched battle with this thing.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Okay.
No, I taught him silence.
Yeah, that's true. You did. Not wanting to actually hurt Log because it kind of looks like Log in wolf form. I'm going to try and use hypnotic pattern on it just to slow it down.
Okay, cool. It's a wisdom saving throw then?
Yep.
You're gonna catch Naslin in this. Is that okay?
Yes.
He's asleep.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay, cool.
I don't like him anyway.
That's a fail on both their parts.
Nice. So they're both incapacitated. It becomes charmed for the duration. While charmed by this spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Wonderful. So as you do that, you see the wolf kind of like try to get it standing before one of its puts its final foot down to try to stabilize itself, and rather than being corporeal, it just like disintegrates into smoke, and parts of it just falls and disintegrates into smoke. Just vaporizes.
I'm going to send back into Log's mind, like, the fuck, Log? That's not cool.
Wasn't me.
I still don't hear you, so.
Right, but I still say it anyway. Wasn't me.
It wasn't me. Okay. So.
Before we head down, Marcus, do you think you could maybe do that light spell or something?
Sure.
Okay.
I always have it.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
It's a part of my
duty. Gotcha. So it's just always getting rid of. That's great.
Pre-prepared spells.
That makes me sleep better at night.
Always have it. I don't have to do any. I don't have to prepare.
That's fantastic.
Especially after all the worms and tremors we've heard, like, Cole is not playing that thing like loudly at night anymore.
All right. Absolutely.
Okay. All right, you guys bed down for the evening. That's what happened during the evening. You wake up the next day on the 10th of Hylock.
No.
Yeah, I don't know, 20th.
20th of Hilo.
Mm-hmm.
It's the 10th.
No,
The
'cause
20th.
we were on the 18th when we started.
And then the 19th was.
Oh, no,
today,
you're correct.
and then
I'm
the
sorry.
20th.
Yes. So it was the 19th. Now it is the 20th.
Mm-hmm.
You wake up. Anything special you do in the morning before you head on?
Anything crazy happened last night?
Yeah, Log tried to attack me in smoke form.
Smoke form?
Yeah, it was like a smoke version of Log. He tried to attack me.
That's strange.
I mean, it's better than the.
Which reminds me, I'm gonna sit down for
Log, you're still running.
level spell slot now.
I'm still running. And running. And
But
running.
I don't feel anything dissipate when the smoke.
Well, like, time is a weird soup in here.
So as you're like serpentining away, you just hear me like shout at you, "Fuck you! That's not cool."
It's not me.
Eventually, at some point, the book is no longer in your hands, and you look ahead of you, and it is on a lectern, and it's still open, and the resin is gone. Like something reset, like the matrix reset. Okay. If nothing special this morning, no messages, no spells or the like.
Mage armor, good berry, the normal. shtick.
I want to set up a prayer to see if I can protect Log's soul.
Interesting.
Aw.
Okay.
See if I can kind of assess if
Apparently
his
we
soul
like you.
I guess.
is wandering or stuck, or if there's something I can do to help protect him in his current state.
Does the heart happen today, or is that tomorrow?
That's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
The
21st.
day we started was the
Okay.
thing. So
Okay.
We're
What
on.
would you like to do?
I'm
Actually-
going to set up a prayer. I'm going to take out my doll and put him in prayer stance. I'm going to try to pray for protection and see if I can make my hammer glow and kind of connect to Log in a way to help provide a sort of shield around him in his soul, basically.
Okay. What's the prayer?
Bring your burning fire, your burning protection, your shell of eternal flame and fire. Grant me the ability to help protect this young mind and help see the light to escape his mind.
Okay. Please roll a religion check.
Where's my religion? 12.
12. You feel your prayer was sent. And your prayer was received. In this cold, dark, and dank environment, the connection to your God is tenuous, to say the least. The closest you would have to a proper part or place of worship would be near Mountain Blood. Lava.
Yeah.
However, Log, you feel the warmth. Warmth of something that you thought you forgot. The feeling that you had when your mother took you out on hunts. When your pack protected you, loved you, cared for you, depended on you. You didn't think it was possible to feel that again. You put your heart into this prayer. You felt like it was sent. There's no reciprocation as far as the signal. Any change. You'll never know. Who would like to roll for today's trip?
Yeah, I always do that.
Since you can't do anything,
Right.
The one thing I can do.
Maybe.
Give it a go.
32.
I have an idea. We did mine some ruby dust from the original worm ball.
Yeah.
Does anyone mind if I use it? Quite a decent amount of ruby dust, but
What are you planning to do with it?
I'm gonna try and combine a couple of things. When I looked at him last night, it was all shadows and darkness. So I'm wondering if light could help him come back.
Maybe I tried to talk with him last night, and some weird gray
Shadow.
smoky form
Yes.
actually of him tried to attack me.
Yep. So I think I wonder if I can get light to him, to the core of him, that can help him
Let's bring Log back.
come back. I doubt it's going to help. But the thoughts, the plan, an idea.
32. Would you also please roll a d8? I'm sorry, a d12.
Uh-oh.
D12? Oh no, you got one of those.
Yes, a d12.
You couldn't get good.
11.
11. As you are moving down the tunnels, winding your way through, every once in a while, Cole, you check your rapier to check that you're going the right way. More or less, you are. Those of you with perception of 15 or higher, passive, which is Sokka, Cole, Argus, and Conk, hear the sound of clinking hammers and pickaxes.
Down the side tunnel.
Cole's gonna look over at Argus. Do you know of any mining out here?
I mean, we're
There's always mining.
3 days of our week travel to the city, so
You come to a fork.
could just be at an outer.
Down one tunnel is the sound, down another is no.
I pull my rapier just to see what direction is which there too.
Don't know
West is directly splitting.
Okay, so that I'm shooting off that way when I pull it. It shoots north.
So
Yep.
I
So,
would
like,
say we send Shakar
equidistant.
something to make sure it's not a fake sound.
Yeah, we can totally do that.
Okay.
Hey, buddy, can you go? Go check it out. Thank you.
I'll work into him before sending him along.
Flies down that area. You ward into him. Eventually, the narrow corridor opens up just only slightly. You see 19 individuals of all types. Durgar, dwarves, gnomes. All of this same ethereal make, almost translucent.
Nope.
Does
They're all mining this tunnel. Precious metals and veins throughout the tunnel.
We don't have Eleazar to protect us from ghosts anymore.
yeah.
You see some gathering of
Our
materials.
last fight with Eleazar, we didn't have Eleazar to protect us from ghosts anymore.
Doesn't matter. This is not.
We have Sofka now.
They all look exhausted and are continuing to work despite that fact.
We didn't see this. It didn't happen.
Left fork it is.
It looks like they're making progress, but at the same time, you don't see anything from the wall having been mined. There's no carts full of ore.
Guys, I'm seeing some. Guys, I'm seeing some ghosts. I think again. They're mining. Yeah,
You didn't see it. You didn't see anything. We're going. We're going.
Souls, like
I
they're
can't hear
toiling
you.
away.
I can't hear
This is
you.
heroic proportions right now. We're gonna save
What?
these souls.
The veins throughout. Yes, they can't. You can't
I
hear
can't hear
them
you.
at all. So the veins. There's veins of gold, silver, copper, garnet.
It's a definite trap.
Crystals here.
Oh,
No, I warned.
One appears to notice Shakar, and then just look away and continue mining.
All right.
Definitely a trap.
Come back, buddy. This is not cool. Ward back out of him once. Yeah. So.
The other direction.
Yeah, I want to go the other way. I don't want to lose years off of my life again. I don't know about you, but
I still am aged off.
I know we got to fix that at some point.
send him in
Maybe
first.
in about 100 years I'll care.
All he lost was a long summer.
A long summer. He had sabbatical.
He's got a bender.
All right.
That's actually how he
Good
described it.
15-year bender.
15 bender.
Does anyone want to worry about this?
No.
Like they're making a little progress.
I don't know. Do you want to tell our new friend about it?
Trap.
Cole's
Do
gonna
you
look down
want to
there and
tell
be all
our new
like,
friend about it?
No.
"That's a heroic story." But if
Hey,
the group
what's the
doesn't want
sound?
to go
It
that
sounds like
direction,
there's a mining
I
company about.
understand.
Ghosts. Trap. Not real.
Ghosts trap? What?
We're
Not
going the
real?
other way.
Could you make a sentence for me? I have a problem with syntax.
Do you want to wander into a haunted camp?
Look at my
Not
name.
particularly,
Okay, so we're going the other way.
but there might be people that way.
There's no people. They're all ghosts.
Ghosts.
I checked it out.
We don't want to free the ghosts. We could be epic heroes. That
Ghosts.
way we're putting.
Nope.
Hey,
Trap.
I mean, we could send him down there, and then he might actually earn an honest day work in his life.
Do you want
Actually,
to?
Cole would actually be saying that to the group. This is a heroic thing that you could do. We're putting dead souls to rest. You know what else is something we
Heroic.
could do?
Living to see another day.
Oh, I wasn't saying go with him.
We've battled ghosts twice now, and it was not easy either time.
I mean, it didn't help that I got possessed.
No.
We are not at the peak of our abilities. This is not our battle today.
Does anybody else agree with him?
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Cole's gonna take, as everybody else starts moving off, Cole's gonna take one last long look down that hall and then follow you guys.
I mean, we can always come back if, right? If I need to. It's 19 ghosts. Like, that's a lot.
I know.
Okay.
I get what you're saying. It's
Mhm.
just
This isn't uncommon down here.
You sense a chill in your form, like something happened to Shakar.
I know. I had him come back to me.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. Shakar had to pass through one of the ghosts because it kind of like cut him off, and it passed right through them. Ghost team didn't seem to care at all.
You're
I
going
guess
to
you could
find
tell
that
me, right?
in some of the offshoot tunnels. There are strange things. Things that we tend to just leave alone.
So I think
They are what they are, and they're just
no. I'm going to say this. I'm
Gonna
not
be there.
going up the tunnel alone. If nobody else wants to go up the tunnel, I'll respect that. But
okay. So it's Shikar just told me that the ghost kind of just went right through him and didn't give him any mind, and Shikar's not.
Shakar's a fey beast that doesn't have a soul that could be taken by a ghost.
Don't you say that? He does.
Taken by a ghost. He is from another dimension. I didn't say he had no soul. I said he had none that could be
That my
taken.
cat is a
Alright.
person.
My flying guinea pig is a person.
Don't you ever talk to me or my son ever again.
Don't you say that. My platypus is a person.
Exactly.
We're
you're
going
right.
left. We're going left.
Yeah,
Yep,
I think
yep,
it's
let's go.
probably still.
Leave
Yeah.
leave this alone.
Safka is walking, like, Safka's like a solid, like, chunk ahead of
Fine,
her.
I've gotten
Like,
you
"Fuck,
guys to do
coming?"
some random ass heroic shit before.
I'm not saying this wouldn't be heroic. I just don't think that that's our problem to solve
Even with the
today.
Yeah.
I know. Cole's just basically going.
Another
"Alright,
day.
I've gotten you guys to do it before. Fine. If everybody else wants to go this direction, I will go this
Another
direction.
day, another situation, we may have helped out, but not today.
I feel like too the fact that there are all these veins of precious minerals and neither of you are like excited to go get it. That should say something, right? Like I feel like that.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't necessarily believe they exist.
What if we just tell them that they don't exist and then let them go away, right?
Yeah, it
That's
seems
not
like
really
that
how
would
ghost
definitely
sites work.
You know,
Let's try.
that would be like telling those ghosts back in the crypt that we weren't grave robbers and expecting them to believe us. Granted,
Worth a
most of
shot.
us weren't, but
Yeah.
Most of us.
Most of us.
That's a great
Look over at log.
recommendation.
Just drooling on the
We're-
card.
actually, what started the battle was the one grave robbers. The rest of us were investigating things, picking things up.
We no
Unfortunately,
longer
he's unconscious in the back of the cart right now.
we no longer have Eleazar. Log is out of commission.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We have another person to protect.
It's just not. It's
We could just send
Not
him down there,
worth it.
like what Argus was saying.
He's not gonna do that.
No, because if we put him down there, then we can't keep milking him for money.
Much rather have a
We're going down the left tunnel.
Alright,
Down
yep.
the left tunnel.
all right. Let's go.
Nitpick was at least kind of funny. And we could put him in a bag.
No, he wasn't.
And shut him up.
Nitpick wasn't.
Yeah,
funny.
we could put him in a bag and shut him up.
No, we couldn't.
We do it all the time.
He would
Yeah.
shut up when he was in the bag, but we couldn't put him in the bag to shut him up. He would always keep talking as we put him in there.
Yeah, but we wouldn't hear him.
Was that who are you putting in the bag to shut
You.
up?
You.
No,
No.
one. It was actually just an inanimate object that was kind of an asshole.
An animate?
You had an
Object.
inanimate
Inanimate.
asshole?
It
was an object that could speak.
Yeah.
I feel like that would make.
But every time he talked, it was just to make fun of
I didn't
people.
want to freak him out more.
Oh,
It was almost like a cursed object, but not like badly.
sounds like my mom.
Sure, yes. Imagine a cursed.
At that point, Cole's gonna reconnect him and go, treat people nicer.
Mommy.
Imagine a cursed item that just spoke like your mother all the time. That was
No.
That was. We got rid of him the first chance we had.
We'll get rid of you.
Stop, it's so fucking salty.
Safka hates this guy. And I hate this guy. I like Nitpick better.
All right, so you guys are going left then?
Yep.
That was such a great trade last time.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, you guys go left. Who wants to find a spot for meetings this evening?
3, 2, 1.
Not me. Unless I rolled the highest out of everybody, but I doubt it.
13.
13?
23.
23.
Winner.
Oh, yes, there, guys, right over there. Wonderful.
It's actually under. It's like a side tunnel that then goes under the tunnel itself.
Right. Kind of nice little pocket.
Yes.
It's not really fair when you have blind sight.
By the way, so in order to see, Shakar has to be constantly going.
Yeah.
Cole just keeps redoing the bolt on his hand crossbow.
It has
for safety.
it has become kind of a white noise at this point. It's just constantly whenever you get close to Trisheni.
So cute. That and all of my rats squeaking.
Yeah.
Great. So if nothing else, we're just gonna fast track this tonight's watch. You can do Shakar, you can do Honk, and you can do the average +4.
Can I work on my spell?
Yeah, I'm about to say, somebody else want to roll?
Absolutely. Is it
Okay.
something that you need to? Is it an actual
Okay,
spell or
that's
just
not
copying?
working.
No, it's an act. It's the
Oh, the PP.
Yeah, the PP.
Yeah, you got it.
Yep. So I'll take that back.
We gave it to him because you broke
17 on the
the
die.
28.
Yay. Argus, you mind shining the little nightlight for a little bit? Cool, yay. Thank you.
Wonderful. Great.
He did worse than I did.
So
Conk.
they said I could use the ruby dust. So I'm going to do something a little complicated.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to mix the ruby dust into one of my heroism like serums.
Got it.
And then I would like to cast Continual Flame on the serum and inject it into Log.
Okay.
So I want to try and combine Continual Flame with Heroism. Like a lighted serum of heroes.
Oh my Depends on how it mixes, though, because it can end up being Eternal Flame inside of Log.
Okay.
Log
This is burning.
Guys, I am so down. Here we go. All right.
I know you are. One of us could die.
I know there's shadow and spirit and darkness.
I'm going to take just like a 30-second break real quick.
Yeah.
Stick around. I just need to go ahead and do me a favor. Anything you guys want to do to talk about it now to try to help him, at the end of it, he's going to end up rolling an Arcana check. Depending on what it is that you guys are doing to collectively help, will determine the DC as to what's happening. Okay?
So
As I'm cooking dinner, I'm also like grinding up
But
and making this
you-
mixture. I told you guys I was going to try and do something.
Nice.
So
do you need some help intellectually on why you're trying to figure this out?
Yeah, because Sheni would be great for that.
my thought process here is I saw a shadow and you saw darkness.
Yeah, and I can keep trying to reach out to him mentally.
And
If he can respond back, I'd be the one he could respond to.
the one thing I know how to use currently is courage. So courage plus light to fight off whatever darkness he's battling is the only thing that I could think of that we haven't tried yet. We've tried waking him up. We've tried talking to him. We've tried healing him.
I mean, I haven't tried this nice walking.
Here's a draw.
That's disgusting.
If
That
anyone,
didn't work.
if anyone has any other ideas, I'm open to them. But I thought, as one last thing that I know how to do, this is what I can try.
Enhance ability and then set up a prayer to try to help.
Do you?
That's about all I got.
I tried the juice from the moon
because you're trying to use fire,
and it didn't work. Yes.
Is there a way that I
You want
can
to help?
Can is there anything that I can do with like my restoration or anything like that in there to try?
I think that couldn't hurt if you have a little bit more of
He-
that, right? Like,
I know at one point he spoke of the wolf was tied to him. Yes. And
Yeah.
It was tied to the moon.
There was a smoke wolf that came out and attacked
If
me
you know-
last night.
If you know any ballads that relate to the moon. So,
I know a couple. I mean, I'm from the north. The white wolf is a big thing up there.
So
what if we also
that couldn't hurt.
So what's the consensus?
what if we also do like? Are you going to inject him? How are you doing this?
Yes.
Okay.
I was going to try to combine the two spells, the alchemy of courage and the alchemy of flame, of light,
Okay.
to fight the shadow.
I mean, we
Maybe
could.
he'll glow.
Yeah. Maybe we go
It could just end up making him glow from the inside out. I don't know.
squeeze up some good berry juice too and put that in there. I mean, it is healing. It's restorative. It could kind of help fortify it a little bit at least.
Couldn't hurt.
All right.
I could cast daylight on it before you inject it too.
I think your idea of
Becomes a glow stick.
flame and enhancing
He just has to crack his knuckles to go
glow stick.
He becomes a glow stick.
I mean, we also have tried to get arcane.
Yep. We haven't, but in his incapacitated sense, I don't know if he can utilize it properly,
He might
Right.
just
he's
explode.
probably just gonna. If we do that, it's not a bad
Good
thought.
ideas.
So we'll do what that bird one did for the baker's dozen.
Yes,
Yeah, let's not do
only
that to
worse.
Log.
Only worse than that, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, she did. Yeah.
She did not look good after that.
She managed to shoot off a spell. I don't think he would do that. I think he would just
But she was unconscious when it got fed to her.
blow up.
There's unconscious and then there's no intelligence.
It's probably.
We're also trying to wean him off of that, so
That's probably a good idea.
giving him a full dose will set him.
Cole in his head is going to go, you may be trying to wean him off of that, but Log isn't.
He's been detoxing for like 3 days. Like,
Also,
He's going through withdrawals while being brain dead.
right.
also probably not good to mix so many spells together, especially
Yes.
something that's combustible.
Correct.
So,
All right. Well, I will enhance ability on your intelligence and set up a prayer.
Okay. She was going to help me mix the solutions and imbue a little bit of good berry juice at the same time. And then
I'm going.
I'm sorry. Do you mean any of the
No.
like retroactive goodberry juice?
Right.
Did you
No,
steal
just
any of
fresh-
that?
Yeah,
we
have
still
still
have
some of
that.
that.
but not
But
that.
we don't want
This
the
is
him to be a pup.
yeah.
no,
this is
just
not
like
good
her berries for the day.
Puppy law.
Just like her berries for the day.
I mean,
She's gonna like.
half a
Yeah,
drop
let's
of that
do a little
dropped him
more
below what he
fresh.
was at before, so.
And Cole is gonna play a ballad of the wolf that he knows from the north. Ballad of the White Wolf.
Play the Ballad of the Wolf That Ate the Moon. I don't have more than that. That's what in my head. That's what's in my head right
the
now.
moon with the wolf that ate.
We're gonna sort of like set up our own ritual.
It's
Got
A
it.
little bit of music.
So
a little
here's
bit
what I'm
of
gonna do. I'm gonna
fire.
go around the table. You
a
just
little
tell
bit
me
of
what it is that
alchemy.
you're contributing. So how that's what's going on. You are contributing the spell heroism, the garnet flakes, and the spell continual flame.
Correct.
Theo, I'm sorry, Sofka.
Sofka's here for moral support.
Great.
Turn to a wolf.
Rat,
and just
rat you.
Cole is doing the one about the white wolf that ate the moon, which kind of is describing the phases of the moon too, since he knows that Log's big with the moon, and then he's going to be trying to keep a mental connection with Log too during that time. Like he's actually going to be singing it physically and mentally to Log.
I'm going to enhance ability on Zemdak's intelligence and then set up a prayer to help protect and guide Log towards the flame.
Wait, can I cast guidance on?
Enhance ability on. You absolutely can.
Cool, cast guidance.
Enhance ability and do a prayer.
Gonna try and
You pray
guide
to Kasuth?
Log to the light, to the flame.
Sure. What is your prayer?
It was towards,
No, specifically, tell me what your prayer is.
You're gonna make me make another prayer?
Absolutely, dude. Every time you pray to your God, I'm going to make you do it.
Come towards the flame, towards the light, towards the world, away from the ichor, away from the dark, away from the ways of the blackness. Come towards the light, come towards the flame, come towards your friends.
Trishani.
I'll mash up some of the good berries, so it's some fresh good berry juice, and pour that into the mixture that Zendak is making. And then
How many good berries are you using?
I'll do 2, only because I know that's usually more can make you throw up. But 2, sometimes it's
Sure.
so it should be
Okay.
And then I'll have Shikar go over and try to bring him back with like, oh, it's it's just like your little friend Twig, Just little emotional support animal right next to him.
You got it. Okay. Zemdak.
Yep.
Please roll an Arcana check. Plus guidance and enhance ability.
And no inspiration. How nice is that?
Guidance is D4, right?
Yep.
Okay. So 17 plus 8 is a 25.
25. Okay. You mix the. You have like a side canister that allows you to like mix more things into your big syringe. goes into your syringe. You can see the garnet flakes swirling around, creating a different type of heterogeneous mixture, as it were. As some silvery bits start to go along, you cast continual flame on it. Is continual flame concentration?
No.
Is heroism concentration?
Yes.
Okay. How long does heroism last? What's the duration on?
Just a minute.
A minute. What's the duration on continual?
It's
forever.
lasts until dispelled.
Okay. So I'm going to say
So
you're gonna
essentially,
cast-
I cast that on the serum
Right.
until it glows, and then I cast the heroism or imbue it
Yeah,
and inject it.
you got it. You have your shoulder, Sofka, on. You have your hand on Zemdak's shoulder. You have your shoulder on Zemdak's hands.
No, I did not.
The plunk,
I was doing
plinkety
other
plunk,
things, so
It's fine.
the plunk, plinkety plunk of your song is this beautifully sad song of how, like, the circle of life, how the moon phases change, and how, although the moon disappears sometimes devoured by the wolf then dies, and the moon rises from its to reappear again in the sky. Your prayer to Kosu, please roll a religion check.
Why can't I ever roll? 9.
9.
should have inspired you.
Misheni or Zemdek, are either of you proficient in alchemy?
Not specifically.
Okay.
No.
Herbalism or potion making?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm proficient in herbalism, but
You're proficient in herbalism?
yeah.
Okay. You can help her with the herbalism of the good berries. I'm going to say, please just roll an herbalism check. I'm going to say it's going to be a nature check. Add your proficiency because it is
Okay.
herbalism. So it's going to be a wisdom check. Add your proficiency. So
Okay. Sweet.
Oh God!
That's a 9.
Another 9.
All right, homies.
I love that. That's what you got out of that roll.
Oh.
Was a 9. Jesus.
I'm good wisdom. I'm very well.
The syringe is pulled out. Where in his body do you inject this?
It's right into his chest.
Okay, right into the sternum.
When I was looking at
Hold on.
when I was looking at him before, was there a specific spot where the shadows were concentrated?
No, it's like an aura.
Okay, yeah, then I would just go right for his core.
And you imagine that's not probably a side effect of what's happening. It's due to his shadow touched nature.
It's gonna be ballistic.
Stab it into his sternum like you would an adrenaline shot.
Well, so I was going to ask, since I was hurt in that last battle, am I benefiting from these long rests and gaining hit points before I get stabbed with this thing?
Because your compatriots have been taking very good care of you and healing you along the way, yes. If you were just left to your own devices, you'd be stagnant. But you are not. You are being well cared for by your
You've got a potion. You've
also have a potion and several other things.
Some good berries.
Yeah, good berries. So yes.
You got friends reaching into your mind.
So you stab this massive syringe. We're talking about like it's a foot long and 3 inches in diameter.
Just like
Yeah, exactly. Very Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
12 inches long, 3 inches in diameter of like a cylindrical syringe. This sickening crunch and squelch. Way more liquid that should be injected into anything.
It's magic. Don't worry about it.
It's glowing quite a bit, and as it like the glow starts to dissipate, it's quiet. Log, I need you to roll a con save for me.
I just poisoned the shit out of you.
which dice for this one?
It's like a lethal dose of ruby dust.
Almost gonna be good.
it's a 6.
A 6. You see Log starts to convulse and have like a seizure as he starts to shake. and his mouth starts boom.
Cole runs up and casts Lesser Restoration on him to try
Okay,
and clear
you
it out.
cast Lesser Restoration on them, and you see like the form of the shadow that created the wolf come up, grab your wrist, fling you across the room up against the wall.
Oh shit!
As you do so. Meanwhile, in your dream state, while you're convulsing, you feel absolutely like horrible. Like you drank 10 Gutbusters. It's horrible. You feel really, really, really bad. You see him start to shake and you see very almost like Hunger of Hadar is emanating from his form. These whiplashing tendrils of smoke grab you, whip you across. You guys have to back up to get out of the way. Cole, you're okay, but it's going to be damn near impossible to get near this guy right now.
I'm going to channel Divinity, Radiance of the Dawn, which gets rid of all magical darkness.
Cool. Awesome. You do so, and it does, for a moment, dissipate the shadowy tentacles, but only for a moment. You have moments to do stuff.
Go, and you can try and do it again.
You cast Lesser Restoration. You do so. You feel less pain. His convulsions stop. His chest heaves up. His fingers, claws elongate as moonbeams shoot out of the tips of his fingers. In the void, you feel something in your sternum, like your rib cage is cracking open. It's extremely painful, as disgorging from your form is this small ball of flame, this silver mote of flame that just floats there. You hear the book on the lectern over there, just flipping wildly back and forth. The pages, you hear pages tearing. The beams go out. He falls down where his eye is missing, where his eye patch is. A small mote of silver flame appears, kind of floating a good couple millimeters from his skin. You see through the mote of flame a bunch of the faces of your friends standing over you. You look in and you see the pained face of Log into that small mote of flame that's on his eye. You hear a page rip. A six-legged, long-necked, beaked creature jumps out of the book and dashes towards the flame. And that's where we're going to end this session, guys. Thank you guys for sticking with us. Stick around, check out the burnt ends. We'll see you next time, and stay safe out.